Yeah?
Yep.
All right, good morning. What's the schedule this week?
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, tentatively.
All right, we'll probably do phone call. We'll see how the week goes. Pussy storm.
Big
That
time.
was a nothing storm, no?
Yeah.
Justin?
The highway was perfect this morning.
I don't need more color on it. Fine, I guess. It's my fault. For some reason, I'm annoyed, man. Maybe somebody could at least just.
It was very pretty.
The highway was perfect.
I didn't think you wanted my thoughts on it.
What are you, Steinbeck? You said the highway was perfect this morning.
Yes, it was a pussy
What does that
storm.
mean? It was perfect.
It was
nice.
There was no.
It was not a pothole on the
Snow?
highway.
When you
not a
were
rock
driving.
on the highway.
No, it was. I should have said it. It was like it was last Friday. There was
It was
no
perfect
difference.
last Friday.
Yeah, it was very
Well, there was
pretty.
no difference.
What highway is this?
95 north.
God, I've never seen it so perfect. I gotta go take a look at this.
Pristine.
You took 95 north to work this morning?
I take it every.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're on 95. Yeah, I guess you would be. You don't take 495 ever?
No, it doesn't.
No, it's not perfect, is it?
I actually. Okay, well, now
Which
that we're
you
getting
prefer?
into it, I prefer.
What's your favorite highway?
Probably 495.
Yeah, it's really
Anywhere?
nice.
Like, we drove around the country.
I don't know the names that were. The one in Alabama was like.
That's what I'm
magical,
saying. There's some
but-
nice.
You're on 90 pretty much the whole way going to the Dakotas, as I recall, right? We're on that
Yes,
a lot.
yes.
Yeah,
No Route 66.
I've been on there.
That's beautiful.
But
It's very
495
nice.
has no tolls. There's no traffic.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So anyway, the snow was fluffy too. I ran in my boots. I ran in my sneakers this morning. It was a pussy storm. Absolutely.
But you got to clear that snow because it's going to get really cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the ice, you mean?
Yes.
Yes.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Lots of ice.
Running
It's
could be
sunny out
bad.
today, though. It's
Running could be
fine.
bad tomorrow.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'll be fine.
Be careful
I'm
out
not
there.
doing the show, so it doesn't matter. I guess according to these guys. What's the schedule this week?
Well, we always said it could change. We just
Thank you. What's the schedule this week?
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Monday we know, but I'm saying who is in.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Beanbag Ron,
Okay.
And Mike on Wednesday.
Ugh, okay.
and then Steve, you're live to tape.
Unnecessary.
I apologize.
We know that's what you think. Just keep it inside.
Sometimes I have to let it out. It feels better. Thursday is who?
Steve, you're live to tape, and another guy, Steve Show.
Who's Steve July? Is Steve July tape the guy who does the Survivor thing?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. He's in that group. He's in that Mount Rushmore of, ask him what time does they build a watch guy, though. Long answers.
Well, that
He's
helps.
a talker. I know.
That helps
I know.
sometimes like
I know.
that, yeah.
Well, yeah. We don't know who he's with on Thursday.
Steve Show. His name's Steve Show. He's a
Steve
newbie.
Show?
Yeah, building the bench. His name is Steve Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Thursday will be dreadful.
Well, you never know how good Steve Show will be.
You always say that, but it always.
That feels like that's going to be a horrible show.
Boston Joe, most viewed show in a
Horrible.
while.
That's true. I wonder why that is.
Everybody loves
Boston Joe.
That's true.
Yeah.
Boston Joe was
I
good.
guess that is true. I don't know what happened on that show. I don't remember, but I guess so.
Dave, I thought all new bench people were going to be with Mike. Isn't that what you said?
All new bench people were going to be with. Yeah, Steve Show was scheduled a long time ago, and so was Beanbag Ron a long time ago.
Well, Beanbag Ron has been on many times.
Yeah.
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 So you're saying Steve
I'm just
Show
saying,
should be
typically the
with,
newbies got to come with Mike going forward.
Sure.
But not Steve Show.
But you already broke your own rule.
Yeah, but he was already booked, so it was like
Why couldn't you flip the two?
I'm not here Thursday.
No, I'm saying
Beanbag's got a schedule.
Beanbag
You gotta
Ron
stick to
and is he doing it? It's all snow now. Can he be? I guess is he busier now?
I have no
I
idea.
think he still
Still
does,
up in a
like-
tree, I think.
Yeah, even now.
Yeah.
It's just dangerous to
The
me.
rail
I don't know.
man.
I guess. Jesus, that's very dangerous. Well, anyway, what's going on? Where do you guys want to start? I don't care about the inauguration today. Just to be clear, who cares? I mean, it's wonderful. People like Trump. If you don't like Trump, who cares?
Canceled about 40 of her topics.
No.
Say, I've made more money in the last 4 years than I did in the 4 years before. So
Here's to the
personally,
next
for me, I don't really. My life didn't change. That
You're an
that Biden-
elite.
True, that Biden was president. I prefer that Trump is president. I don't like that he pardoned Dr. Fauci, but I don't like what Trump's pardons and Reagan's pardons. We talked about this. Nobody's ever explained to me why presidents are allowed to pardon anybody. This is exactly why we fought those limey bastards many years ago.
Preach, Kurt.
Yeah, well, it's true. So you wouldn't have a king being like, "Oh, I pardoned these." Like Ray Fiennes at Schindler's List when he's practicing. It's like, "I pardon you" to the girl. Like
Well, these are preventative too now. Like
Yeah.
when did that become a thing? 'Cause
So Fauci, can Fauci like diddle somebody now?
I don't think so.
hey now.
I don't know.
Why
Can
not?
he? I don't know.
I don't know if he's into that sort of thing.
I'm
but it
just
seems
saying,
like he
but
could.
can he go drive drunk and kill somebody?
I say test the limits.
That's
Why
what I'm
not?
saying. Yeah,
Well, I think there has to be parameters to
Hunter
the
will.
pardon.
Yeah, what?
There has to be parameters to the pardon.
don't
I
think
believe.
so.
No.
But
you
why?
could
But why?
You could go kill somebody.
Nobody.
right now?
We're
Unlimited?
moving away though. Why are presidents allowed to pardon people? Like, why is America together still okay with this in 2025?
You got to have some perks, or no one's going to want to do that.
I mean, I don't get it. I don't.
The
like,
pay is shit.
There's no answer, right? Boy, it sounds like there is.
I guess that they're all... They rule.
Tradition.
They rule
It's
it all.
tradition.
Somebody transcribe that answer for me. My mind has been changed. You know what I mean, though? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, they're not kings.
Commander-in-chief.
I mean, that's
They command.
that's the Constitution for you. What can we do?
Tradition. I
can
think
change
it's
it.
just tradition.
What do you mean it's a constitution?
Nobody wants to change it. You're the only one who wants to change it.
I know. I don't get it. I feel like I'm screaming at everyone's like, Fauci, why does he? I'm like, but why is he allowed this? Why is Trump allowed? Why was Clinton allowed? Why are people allowed to? I think there were cop killers that Biden pardoned, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, those who can't ask why, you know?
True.
I say why not?
Now Trump will probably fucking pardon Justin's dad before he's out of office. I don't get the. I don't. It mystifies me. It mystifies me. Things mystify me. I don't. I don't. Yeah, it annoys me. I don't understand. Like, for example, right now, a couple weeks ago, Jeopardy had the losers bracket where they have the best players who lost during the year.
Okay.
Harry and I were watching it, and it's a 2-day tournament. And after it's the scores for 2 shows. And so say Mike was on, you got 12,000 the first show, right? Yeah, of the 2 games, it's a combined score, right? Second game, they start over with the score, and I have no idea. Like, they started at 0, and at the end they're like, "Whoa!" After the first game, it's add up to that. I'm like, why not just have it be where you're at already? Very confusing for a viewer.
I suppose. Then
Like,
that's
why
not
can't-
Jeopardy, though.
But it's a 2-day tournament anyway.
I guess.
I don't understand that. That's mystifying. I could do this all day. There are many things. that
Isn't it based on the
mystify me.
amount they can... Don't you have to bid at some point in Jeopardy? Like, you can wager the amount of points you have or whatever?
That- the
Yes.
final
If you've never watched
question?
Jeopardy before,
Well, so that's what I'm saying, is that would factor into an individual game.
no, but
You
I'm
can't
saying,
bid yesterday's
but after
money.
but it counts though. So if I had 10,000, Justin had 8,000, next day we're playing. It's still the 2-day total.
That's what you win. But I'm saying in terms of
no.
gameplay.
You understand what I'm saying, Justin?
Yes, because it's not. Yes, you would win that.
You can
money.
still say I'm going to wager. Yeah, you can still say.
Ah,
I think you should be able to do the whole thing. I think you should be able to wager that if you have 14,000 opportunities, wager the 14,000.
Yeah,
Alex Trebek's like a rotisserie in his grave, probably watching this fucking thing.
probably so.
Who died, by the way, if I'm correct, Justin. You can look this up if my memory is sharp, and occasionally it is still. I believe Alex Trebek died the day of the first VFW show.
Really?
November 8th, 2020.
I'm impressed that you remembered
Sounds
that
right.
piece of history.
I remember hearing it while I was walking to a used bookstore in Northampton. I was walking, and I saw him on Twitter. I was so excited to go to the used
moment in
bookstore.
time.
As Justin was grabbing his calves on the highway.
A tenth of a mile in. Justin, if the walk had been on 95 North, maybe it would have been a better walk that day.
Well, Steve from Providence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
No, 95.
When was the first
Not a
VFW
walk.
show? Shut up. When was the first VFW show?
This one says the VFW in Vietnam was the 12th.
In Vietnam.
The second. No, that can't be true.
What's happening?
I'm so confused.
He has the show up, but I don't know what he's saying.
What are you saying?
He's looking at. So before you do that,
Why did Vietnam?
he's looking at something Kirk Minihane show related.
Right.
I looked up.
I just want you to know that.
VFW.
Uh-huh. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Why do you say VFW Vietnam?
because I'm. That's what the title of the show was.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Phew.
It was?
It can't.
Why was that?
When
Do
you look up VFW.
you remember we did 2 shows at the VFW? You like wound up in the hospital with Carano?
Yes.
Okay.
So he died
November 8th.
November 8th, 2020.
Yeah. Those shows probably didn't come out for another couple days.
Yeah, no, the Veterans fucking win came November 9th. So that would
There
be.
you go.
There you
Day
go. Wow.
after. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that was the name of the show, Veterans.
Don't you look
Well,
forward
there
to
were
that?
2, though.
Oh, were they not named the same?
I don't think they were, but probably not the same. No, because we did one with Jared and
Jared.
one with
It was
Just you and Steve.
just the show. Steve?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you weren't at those, right?
I know. I was. I made an appearance via phone.
That's right. Yeah. Yes. What's that, Dave?
Don't you look forward to that at the end of the show? You get the 2-day total. Like that's a good moment.
No, but they're playing but like I shouldn't have to do math because that's who wins.
I know, but you like that. Like his 2-day total is, and it's kind of like a new surprise. You knew he had all this money.
I'm not explaining. Am I not explaining this well?
You're explaining it fine. Like no one
Am I
forgets.
alone in the world?
No, yes, but
Okay. Yeah, I wonder.
I'm saying it's a moment.
no one forgets.
Everything's
like,
a moment, Dave. You know.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When
oh,
you're,
he had $10,000.
I know.
So it's
I know.
not
Because
cumulative.
they say it at the beginning of the show. I'm
it
sure.
is chemo.
Right, but it's still at the end. It's kind of a surprise. You kind of like.
I
It's,
know.
it's,
I know.
yeah, whatever.
You're all stupid. Did you coach your kid this weekend or no?
I was there, available to coach. Yeah, stage 5 guy, dying guy. I was there.
What
Nice.
What are you
Sorry.
talking?
Nice.
What are you talking about?
Quote,
Burned him
now
on the
that,
way out.
now that
You're gonna-
Survivor's over, can we talk about how Dave Cullinane gives off major I'm only coaching so my kid makes the team vibes, doesn't care about other kids' development. He left 5 minutes into the first practice. Well, dying guy didn't listen to the program. I felt like a fucking pedophile being there with my daughter
You should say this
not
publicly,
present.
but okay.
My daughter was not present for the first one, so
Why
I
does that make
stayed.
you a pedophile?
Anybody thinks you're a pedophile? If
It's
you're one of
like
the
watching kids like
coaches of the
It's just
team.
weird to sit there and watch other kids.
You're the coach.
No, but it's not really coaching. I said it's not really coaching.
You've said that twice now. You said
Yeah.
that.
Well, I know
the
it's
other
not.
day.
I mean,
I'm a
but
volunteer that can help if they need a
it's your
help
kid's
babysitter. That's it.
team though.
It's not like a team. It's like a rec play group. That's all it is. That's it. I was there for the entire time.
Sure, that's how John Wooden looked at it.
I don't really.
They don't play games. This
Yeah.
is just literally like go do shooting drills, and then if they scrimmage at the end, it's like basic. And there's only 6 kids in her group. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's because you're the coach of the team. If it was by who was the best, she wouldn't have made the team, according to stage 5 guy.
Whoa.
How many kids? 6.
This guy's
She
going
wouldn't be the
off.
best. She's playing for the first time. It should be a play group for her.
Yeah.
Stage 5 guy's getting edgy in his
Stage
old
5
age.
guy is claiming that the only reason your daughter has made the team
Is no team. There's no fucking team.
The rec age 17.
No, because they have no leadership. That's why there's no team.
That's right.
You guys are trying here. I respect
Stage
it,
5
but
guy sneaky stinks though on Twitter lately.
it's weird.
Like I've noticed that he's annoying.
I
Like,
thought you were going to be mad today.
Yeah, I thought you were going
Oh, he did?
rip some
Yeah.
heads off this morning.
based on what? What happened?
I don't
missed
know.
something?
I don't know.
I have a feeling Minifans are going to catch some heat at 10 a.m.
We were very confused. We don't know.
It's pretend like it's cancer. I know, which is not real. I know. I now
Pissed off
believe he's.
at MLK Day.
Yeah, I think he's a phony. Anyway, what else?
Well, I don't know if you want to get right into the Andy Mayo.
I did go to the.
Oh, how was that?
It was not good comedy. Place was fucking packed.
I saw you got good reviews. I didn't listen to it. I was going to wait for this, but
What's up, partner?
He's got stage
Did Mike
presence.
not go?
I did not
yeah,
go.
I just went. I went alone.
Unbelievable. Justin, what do you think of that?
Yeah. You see, you know,
Yeah.
one of these
Right,
days
exactly.
he's going to do a "Why Are You Laughing" on it, but
Yes, probably.
Yeah. Big crowd.
huge. Like it was sold out. Like so much sold out.
450 seats.
I bought my ticket
It's nice.
on,
It's good for charity.
on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and they were. I thought it was just going to be like general admission. You sit
Yeah.
wherever you want. I sat in a chair that was like a folding chair
Oh,
they put
okay.
on because there was like so many
It's-
extra people.
Yeah, it was like, wow, that's great. That's good for that charity.
Yeah.
Were there any like known comedians or?
I think. Are you familiar with the Putnam area?
Not very. I know where it is.
You're not familiar with the local gynecologist?
No, I'm not.
Or there's
Is that where you go, Mama K? Or no?
I haven't been lately. Maybe I'll check it out.
You haven't been to a gynecologist lately?
Well, you go. I'm
How often do you
old.
go?
So a closed up shop. You know?
That's true. Yeah, they count the rings
you
and they
just
say
gotta
get
go
out
check
of
for
here.
cancer now. You
yeah,
just gotta
yeah,
go
yeah.
check for cancer.
the celebrities were.
That's a brutal. That's like an underrated brutal job. I think.
I would think
There was
so.
a good Mel Gibson skit on SNL years ago that they were
Yes.
they were all lined up.
Right.
To go see him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Is Putnam, is it that small an area that it's the gynecologist?
With
Like,
Yeah. It's like the old town. You know. Like Little
think
House on
so.
the
It is.
Prairie.
wait, I have a good gynecologist story.
Go ahead.
Actually, I went to the same gynecologist as Marla Maples when I lived in Florida, and so technically, this guy, and he actually was like the gynecologist for everybody. All my friends went to him. It was very
So
strange.
technically, sort of, you've been fingered by Donald Trump.
Kinda, yeah. That's
Kind of. I guess.
Awesome, man.
All right. Go ahead. So.
So the celebrities were the gynecologist,
You're sure.
pediatrician,
Sure.
a woman who I'm.
Is this a town of 40 people?
that's what I'm asking. Yeah.
It's like
the baker, the shoemaker.
It
Is
is
the
very.
pastor there?
When you go there,
Candles.
you know how kind of like Magnolia, Mississippi, it was kind of like everything was on like one street, and there was like a little.
Yeah, but Putnam is. I mean, it's got to have more.
burgeoning city.
It's like a. I know Andy Mayo's not successful, but like there has to be some. Putnam CT population.
Justin said there was a lot of local jokes like,
It's
you,
only
you thought
7,000
I was
people.
Dr. Jones? Like that's
Oh,
what,
like
really?
the pediatrician's like,
yeah.
closer was like, oh yeah, I get stopped in the.
He was the
grocery-
last guy.
No.
Oh.
Andy Mayo was the last.
Well,
guy.
sure, right, yeah. I mean,
Closed it
I think
out,
it's
yeah.
separated
by
by
fire.
But the pediatrician's closer was like, oh, when I'm going through ShopRite, people stop me all the time. And
What a weird town. This is like a Twin Peaks town. They're very strange. Like, everyone's a comedian.
live show. We're doing a live show.
I'm not doing a live show. 'Cause I'm not going near Andy Mayo's house. So you got there, okay. Yeah. Did you see Mayo before?
I did.
Did he seem nervous or?
He did seem nervous. Someone informed me that Brandon from Connecticut. I don't know if you're familiar
I
with
don't
him.
know who that is. Oh yeah,
He was there, and he messaged me telling Andy Mayo that I was going because Andy hadn't listened to the show yet. And he said, he's like, if Justin's fucking going there to heckle me and run on stage, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
You should have heckled the shit out of him. The old Justin would have heckled the shit out of him.
Just yelling at him.
Yes, the old Justin would have, right,
You
Dave?
fucking pussy.
Definitely.
Charity event.
Like you did with Klemmer.
Yeah, who cares? Charity event. All right, so let's hear some of it.
It's really stiff competition next year. I'm not just talking about the fact that Eric's walking around with an erection backseat.
Oh,
Really on the
And
nose.
it's like, no one's saying anything.
working
but
blue,
we've
though.
all seen it, and he wants you to see it. It's just, woo. But that's Eric. That's Eric. But I give everybody all the credit in the world for getting up here. Public speaking's the number one fear of people. Death is actually the second. Make sense of that. So,
thought he was gonna do the
to
Seinfeld.
all the
I'd
commentators
rather
up
be
here
in the casket than giving the eulogy.
right.
tonight, I didn't get the
How long is
organizer's
the
approval
stand-up
this.
for?
I got
15 minutes.
Yeah.
He's got a tight 15.
So everyone else's.
I saw him work a smaller club before this when he was stretching. It wasn't as good then, but it sounds tight now.
working out
Yeah.
I gotta say, he is not. I'm not saying I was howling laughing, but he's not nervous at all. He's got good stage
No, he's born.
presence.
He's born to be like a. I'm telling you, he's Ed Helms.
He's an entertainer.
He's
Yeah.
like born to be a mediocre comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could do that. Like he is perfect Mayo.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Everyone else
Yeah,
got
oh, yeah.
like 5 to 7 minutes. And
Well,
then
he's the
kinda-
headliner.
And then at the end, his 5 minutes were up, and they were kind of like on stage, kind of like, "Hey, just so you know," and he just ignored.
He plows through it.
It's like Chapelle. The staff knows like, we
he's-
might be here. For a
He's got
while.
his stuff. Yeah, stretch it out.
I didn't get the organizer's approval for this. I got everybody a little gift to take home. So when you go outside, there's 10 wheelbarrows waiting. Everybody gets one to get those massive balls home safely, okay?
He's killing.
What is he
I think
referring
that's-
to there, though?
He's referring to all the other comedians have.
Oh, took gumption to
go on-
to
to
do
go on
this.
Wheelbarrow size bowls.
Right.
I
I
think
mean,
I
that,
get
that
all-
is a horrible joke.
It's the delivery.
Like if somebody up to you
He
and
says
said
it
that,
funny.
you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, but it also sets up the crowd to be like, we really shouldn't be up here, just so you know. Like
Right.
we're
He's also talking about balls and erection. Like this guy, everything's in play right now. If you're a puppet, you're like, I don't know where he's going. Are you giving him good laughs, Justin, or no?
Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah.
You give a couple.
I think I get all my genitalia references out of the way. Sorry, Mom. Where is my mom?
Mom? What does he say?
That's a Connecticut. That's famous Connecticut accent.
Oh, it's right inside.
I did have to adjust this audio a little bit because it was bad. Like it was
Oh,
just his
quality
iPhone.
was?
Yeah, so there's AI at work here. So
Oh, it's like the Brutalist, which I heard they're using
Yes,
Adrian
I heard
Brody AI for his accent, which is kind of wild.
I don't know. This feels like watching AI Carlin now.
It's not
I'm
open.
getting a real
Not
thing.
open AI to be clear. Kevin Clancy's
Opus.
Opus AI. Whatever the hell it's called. What do I call it? Open.
AI.
Go ahead.
Oh, I presume Dad's with you. I can't see anybody. Okay, where's my wife? Right here. Oh, okay. Where's my therapist? You passed. She passed. Oh, wait.
It's very
that
Rupert
was- I
Pupkin,
don't
where
know.
you have to know there's
No,
family
it's very
members.
Rupert Pupkin.
You have to know his family
Very
members.
Rupert Pupkin.
Well, did he ask? Did he go?
He has his album, The Best of Kirk, that he carries around.
I still think it's crazy that he doesn't know his dad's birthday. Like, just
Oh, he doesn't?
no, he said that the last time he was in here.
You think I'm remember who would remember?
Well, you
that?
remember the date of the? He said that.
That matter. You think what matters more to me? When Alex Trebek died, or when Andy Mayo's dad forgets his dad's birthday?
Well,
I try to forget Mayo. Things.
I just think it's crazy. I mean,
Mike doesn't know his dad's birthday.
I happen to, just because it's
Oh,
a
is that
weird
true?
date.
What is it?
Day after Christmas.
Oh,
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day. What'd you get him this year?
Frank Pepe's gift card.
That's very nice. I think it says personal intimacy, like a gift card.
Well, how about this? It was the same as last year's.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
That's tradition. Think he uses it or no?
Yeah, I think
That's
he's a Pepe's
good. Well,
guy.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There
Did
you
you guys
go.
just swap like $50 gift cards?
Pretty much.
Yeah, right. That's it becomes that
Send
thing
money
after-
back and forth. Yeah.
It becomes that thing after a while. It's true. All right, go ahead.
But this event, if you ever get the chance to do this event, definitely do it. Whether you're terrified of public speaking or not.
I'll tell you what.
Everybody stared.
If they want me to for charity, I'll headline it next year.
Wow.
Wow.
What do you think
Now
of that?
think about this.
Big
Now
news.
hold on.
I'll
Picture.
headline it next year.
Let me caution you.
I won't headline. I will lead into the headline next year. I can't. Andy Mayo's going to headline. I'll open for Andy Mayo. Next
well,
year.
they have a host. You could be the host.
No. I can't. I'm not a good host, but if
You're the warm-up act for Mayo.
I'll do 5 minutes to get crowd loose for Mayo.
That'd be fun.
Let me just try to get you in the right headspace here.
Yeah, I'll try.
Picture a year. It's a year from now.
A year from now.
You've forgotten you've said this.
Right.
Mayo calls you. It says, "Remember how you promised you would do this charity?"
And I will say I don't remember. Yeah. do 5 minutes, I think.
All right.
I think. Go ahead.
But an event like this, really, kid, you do it, you do something you didn't think you could do, and it'll propel you forward. It propelled me forward. 2024 was an amazing year. I started with this, a new experience and a challenge to take on, and the whole year long, I was just saying yes to things that I normally would have said no to. So
Sounds like
a
a
few
setup
weeks
to me.
ago, that brought me to, I found myself in a theater like you're in. I had a rendition of the Nutcracker. Not something I normally would go to, but I've got a wife and 2 girls, and they wanted to go to the Nutcracker, so I said, yeah, I'll go to the Nutcracker. And look, I'm man enough to tell you this. That shit was whimsical. I love the Nutcracker. I had no idea what happened in it. I can't tell you the plot of the Nutcracker. It was Christmas time. There was a lot of dancing, and at one point I leaned forward in my seat, and I got a treat because there was a Rat King. And I was not expecting a Rat King at the ballet, and that was pretty good. But, you know...
I think Dave
like I
butchered
said,
this
my
audio.
wife and I-
This is not how it sounded when I watched it the first time.
Did Mayo think that was going to land right
That
there?
one did not land.
It's about the delivery. You're wrong.
Yeah, that was good. Nope. I mean, no laughs.
It's all in how he says it.
That's also like he's one of those comedians. Like now you don't get them, but like 50 years from now you'll get them.
Right.
Like-
Like, why isn't this getting
Yes.
laughs?
Yes. Yeah.
It's so funny.
He's one of those. Like he's he's a comedian's comedian.
Yes.
You know, he's not. He's
Justin, did you notice that outsiders rushing in? Like, oh, Mayo's on stage.
right.
Yes, I
yeah.
did.
He's like that. You know, he's like
Some protesters outside, too.
well, that's inevitable with a guy like him. It's true. Go ahead. That was a
you know-
awful joke right there. I know, a joke.
I'm not sure. It was just
I thought he was gonna do like
statement?
something about his nuts cracking. Even I was like, what's he
No,
doing?
I think the joke was like, that shit is whimsical. Like, the way he says it. Like,
Right.
Like,
There's a Rat King.
Yes.
That shit was whimsical.
yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. How much more do we have in this?
Just 10 minutes.
Is that true? All right, go ahead.
I think you skipped
Like I
some,
said,
too.
my wife and I, we've got 2 little girls at home, presumably, assuming the straps have held. I used the good ratchet straps. They're fine. They love it. They love it. It's a game. We pretend they're the Christmas tree. I put them on the car, the roof, which is their bed. I strap them in, and then I give it a tug, and this is their favorite part. When I give it a tug, they both go, that's not going anywhere, because that's what he says. So they're fine. I'm just kidding. We didn't strap them to their beds. We drugged them. They're fine.
Yeah.
They're totally fine. But with 2 girls, when you're a girl dad, you get outvoted on everything. So you kind of have to be open
wrapping
to
this
new
up here, by the way.
experiences.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be open to stuff that you would probably reject for being too girly if you're going to be a good girl dad. So, you know, another way to put it is I listen to a lot of Taylor Swift. Anybody else listen to Taylor Swift here?
No, nobody
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Justin liked this
Who
part.
here likes Taylor Swift's music?
Where is he? We
Yeah,
should
I
be
didn't raise my hand on that one. I listened to a lot of it, but I don't have the heart to tell the girls that I just don't really dig the music. But that's okay. It's not music for me.
He's like Lenny Bruce.
I
I
like
don't
music
dig that, man.
Is there a joke here or no?
Eventually he gets some win.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus, classic Mayo.
Some setup. Some
yeah.
setup.
Okay.
I like music that you could use if you're planning a bank heist, on your way to the bank heist to pump you up, during the bank heist to keep you focused.
I love the
Running from
idea of
police
Mayo in his office coming up with these jokes, being like, "Yep, all right." His thing is he has a punchline. He works backwards. That's the artist he is. You know, that's the way he writes his jokes. I think.
I think he's playing to this crowd knows him, and they might
Didn't
be
sound like a huge reaction to that Taylor Swift thing there.
they might be like,
that
oh,
the
I
audio
know
that-
this from the last album.
Right,
you know?
that's true. Was that the audio, Justin? Was the crowd loud for him, or
Crowd was as loud for him as any other comedian.
was there a point in the 15 minutes where they were kind of like, "Let's wrap this up"? Or
I guess I watched the whole thing. I didn't get the sense he was bombing. Like he
Yeah.
was doing well.
is it
in the room?
Is it just a night of just different people coming out and doing comedy? There's nothing else. There's no fundraising. There's no
They had
auction or
they had
anything.
a
or-
50-50 raffle. They were
Yeah.
selling wine coolers.
Oh, okay. You a wine cooler guy, Dave?
No.
No. Okay.
It's kind of surprising.
Feels like you would be.
Yeah.
So that's just like almost like a high noon, but wine.
Yeah.
Place
Oh
it?
no, I'm like a wine.
It's
cup,
nothing
like a
like
Yeti
wine.
sort of thing.
Oh, it's nothing like
A
wine.
wine cooler?
No.
No,
Wine
it's like a
It's like sweets.
Spritzer.
it's like a fruit. It's like a
It's
yeah.
gross. I mean, you drank that in
High school.
So what's the alcohol?
Oh yeah. I
What's
did
the
in high
alcohol in
school.
it is what I'm asking.
Bartles and James.
Yeah. That's the only thing I would drink in high school.
Me too. I don't know how.
Although I was.
So gross.
Well, I can't listen anymore. Is there any good joke or no? Is there one where he killed?
His closer, maybe?
I mean, it
Does
was
he mention the show at all?
no.
No, a dirty secret. Yeah, you can't do that.
He doesn't want people judging him. He wants people judging him for
On
his
his own,
comedy.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get the sense that any joke killed listening back to it.
I thought they all killed.
Sure.
Give him credit. I couldn't do that. Like that's nerve wracking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm willing to do it next year if he wants me to open for him. I'll be there for that. What's a charity?
It's to help like underprivileged children play sports.
Fantastic.
sports.
We need.
I think like if you can't afford cleats.
Like Cullinane's team, like his basketball team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're a W town.
Well, the Buy It Again sports guy should be there. And doing
That's true.
his-
He gave me other stuff. That's true. What else?
There was some confusion over that Hank tweet on Friday, whether or not he was talking shit about you.
I think he was
or
kidding.
his,
I think he
Yes.
was kidding
Yeah,
around. I think he
basically
texted
got
me.
to the
Yeah,
point.
he actually texted me. And I was like, "Don't." I said, "Like, I went after you. Like, you feel free to go after me if you like on social media." I saw some guy text DM me.
Oh, you can't do a private text, but then make fun of everyone else for not understanding the joke. He did that like.
the sarcasm thing.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I don't even think he felt bad. He was just like, he basically said people don't get sarcasm. I was
Yeah.
like, don't worry about it.
What tweet is?
He had some tweet where it was basically like,
Like
hey,
the Christopher Reeves thing, right? Where the joke goes over your head.
He said the past is the past. Feel
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
that I saw about. I thought that was about Rhea.
That was the first one
Yeah.
where he was like, no, but then he was like, he did this long thing where he was like, hey, the past, let's move on. And somebody's like, who are you talking about? It's a joke. And he quote tweeted said me. And everyone was like, oh, fuck this guy. I think he felt bad. And I was like, I don't like, this is life. You go after I was an asshole to Dan. Like he works for Dan. Like he can do that. I don't care. Yep. I had people, this guy, what's his name? Cliff DiMartino. You ever seen this guy?
Yes.
He's got the mohawk. He's at he messaged me. He's like, hey, sorry I went after you. He's like, I'm going to back off now. I was like, first of all, who gives a fuck what you do? I was like, I don't care what you say. Like, leave me alone. Don't worry about it. Be an asshole. It doesn't bother me at all. These people are nuts. Who cares? Who cares? Knock yourselves out.
He must have went pretty far to send that
You said I was like the worst person in the world, but I don't care. Who cares? This is a guy who's he's a loser, absolute loser. But yeah.
I would have assumed the AWLs were a soft, cuddly group, but it doesn't seem that way.
No, I never thought they were. The Yak people, when I called Chase Kid a cunt a year ago, were rough, and now you got that, but which is fine. I've said this. Our crowd is way nicer. Like people, we joke around. Like they don't get that. But
Well, I think it's funny that this is new. That because they just saw the show, we knew for months that something had gone down with you and Big Cat, and they didn't know because they're not listening to your show. And
Right.
So it's funny because our Minifan army had already gone after. I think they kind of hit up Dan already.
yeah, there's light.
And now it's fresh for them, so they're just coming. I mean,
Yeah.
you have haters in there, boy.
Who for us or
For you,
yeah, bring them on. It doesn't matter to me.
My daughter hates you, by the way.
Does she?
Oh, she is not happy with
Why?
you. Well, she's a movie fan.
How can you be a movie fan of what?
Because she's 20.
But of what though? What does she do that she's a fan?
I
of?
don't know. I don't watch movie.
I think is it true that she didn't post about Surviving Barstool once?
That's what somebody told me.
That's a fireable offense. I think.
Well,
Holy balls. Holy balls.
for a guy, it would
Can
be,
you
yeah.
imagine if Smitty made it to the Final Four and never mentioned that he was on the show?
Dave still wouldn't fire him though.
No,
He
but he
would
would
say
get
he was
his
right.
ass
Yeah.
torn up.
Right. Yes. She's not going to. That's not going to happen for her. She was irrelevant for about what 10 hours yesterday, and then
know.
TikTok came back.
Yes.
Thank God. Yeah. I was nervous. I was happy for Harry. What's that?
It's going to be interesting. I follow some very liberal people who are like, you can't. If they get rid of TikTok, society is done.
Right.
And they all hate Trump.
Right.
So I don't know how they're going to react.
Oh, they'll
now.
figure it. They'll find a way to spin it. I wouldn't worry about that. But yeah, what else?
Any other fallout from the Robin Glazer thing? Just nobody giving you credit, really.
I was
Some of
right.
the forums on the.
I was 1,000% right. I told everyone, and I'll give Reese credit. We messaged and he was like, "I'll make sure." And ESPN wound up saying Barstool Sports had it first, but that's the best he could do. And Brees is a good guy. I mean, Ben Volen is the second worst person on the planet today. I hate wrong again. Like what? Can we call the Globe? Do we know Matt Pepin? He's still a sports editor there. That chud.
I don't know if he's still the editor there.
That dickweed. I think he is. But he's one of those guys who I don't think he's on Twitter anymore because it's so toxic.
One guy apologized, right? I didn't know who it was, but
Yeah, he
Mark
fell.
something?
He fell on his. He knew what was coming, so he fell.
He deleted that.
Did he?
deleted the apology.
The apology?
Not the apology, but whatever
the
you
original-
you quote tweeted.
Yeah, he sent me a message. Where is it?
That guy Savage has been giving you credit. I don't know.
Thank God.
Well, that's because he's scared.
I messaged Mark. I said, call after the thing. After he tweeted out like, "Hey, you were wrong." I said, whatever he said. I said, call into the show Monday. We can discuss. I'm sure that'll happen. He said, I apologize. I shouldn't have reacted like that. I respect you. Don't always agree with you. I respect you. I said, credit me. Not difficult. I don't care if you respect me or not. And that was it with him. No, I said the Glazer thing. I said she wasn't with the Patriots organization anymore. I was, of course, correct. And people like Ben Volen and Breer, who managed to get out of prison long enough to tweet that or go on with Bertrand and Zolak and say that was wrong. The next day, I was proven right. And these guys are, Breer, by the way, is messaging me left and right, like, hey, why are you doing this? I don't want to make this a thing. I don't want to fight. I'm like, well, just give me credit for like Albert Breer has been arrested more times these broken stories. Like he doesn't know a fucking thing. He is the Kevin Cullen of football journalists. He's the king. If retweeting Adam Schefter is the path to heaven, he will be there in 2 seconds when he eventually croaks, which I hope is tomorrow. I may pick him tomorrow. Like, I have no patience for people like that. I dealt with it at EI. These guys who do this old stodge, like we're the media. It's like, you know how much more I know than you guys know about the Patriots? I can break 7 stories right now if I want to. I have sources all the way in the organization, from the very top to the very bottom and everywhere in between.
That's great.
Everywhere in between.
That's great, but it's meaningless unless you write a blog about it. It's legitimately meaningless.
What do you mean?
Dave wanted to work this
Oh,
If he wants to
boy.
be taken seriously,
I don't
he has
care.
to
Dave, get over.
just write a blog
Dave,
about
stop
it.
listening to these.
Just write a blog about it.
Pussy. He doesn't know.
You'd start
anything.
getting credit. Yeah, Albert Breer. Well, yeah, you'll definitely.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
I'm
sense.
retarded. But my point is, like, I have these stories. I told everyone exactly what's going to happen with Glazer. It happened. And then right away, these guys are so sensitive. I did this 10 years ago. They're so sensitive. Albert Breer won't come on here, of course. Mark Daniels won't come on here. Ben Volen, who, like, Breer, went on with Bertrand Zolak and was like, Volen said he talked to 2 people and said it wasn't happening.
Right.
Volen said Alex Van Pelt had been fired. He's still with the organization. Volen, I think a couple of years, he's wrong. How does he still have a job?
That's what's weird to me is like the indignance with a lot
Oh,
of like if they went on
unbelievable.
with Zolak and Bertrand and it was like, yeah, but Kirk might be kidding. Like, I don't know if you saw the Belichick, Brady,
Right.
Raiders. Like, he does that sometimes, so I'm not sure if he's being serious or not. That'd be totally different than being like, okay, we're going to believe Kirk Minihane. All right, yeah. That's
Yeah.
weird. Like, they're indignant about it, which is weird when they're wrong.
But also an idiot. Like they know. Like, I'm not going to do a joke about Robin Glazer.
Right.
I don't fucking know who that is. Like, it's just
I didn't
dumb.
know who it was. Until
Yeah,
you
but like
said
that.
the news.
That's. I'll ask Bert if he wants to come on right now. Let's see. Want to call in now and discuss. The last thing he messaged me was, he did this. He's like, I know you want to turn this into content. You have a job to do like everyone else. And I just said, you're a fucking idiot. You mocked it on air and you were wrong. Sorry, Stacy. Stacy James is only source. Stacy, talked to Dale for 7 hours at a time. Try talking to Stacy, the other guy. Takes him 10 hours to answer one question. I want to apologize, Albert. All right, buddy. I'll let you manage whatever you're dealing with on your own. Have a good night. He did that thing. Where it's like, oh, you're crazy. Like, just go away.
Hey, man, hope you get through it.
Yeah. Great. Came one of the worst mugshots of all time. Fatso.
What did he do? I didn't know he was arrested. What did he do?
I think he murdered a prostitute. It's just like,
Job back.
yeah. I just don't. I don't like.
Hardened.
I hate that shit where it's like, oh yeah, that's not. Put it this way, if Albert Breer, who's never broken a story, broke a story first while we're on the air, like whatever, name it, Drake May is hurt or something, or Patriots are hiring this guy for offensive coordinator, which is going to be McDaniels, by the way. I'd be like, oh, Bert Breer has this or Schefter has this if it came up conversationally. I'm not going to deny that they have it. It's just a weird instinct. Like, you don't have any sources. You have Stacey James. That's it.
And they get
Who
very
I also hate, by the way, because he fucked me over last year.
Oh, no.
During that whole Belichick thing, which I had cold, if you remember. And Stacey dragged me along for a little bit. It was like, so he could fucking feed it to Schefter.
Oh.
Schefter too busy porking away. Remember the Coxman guy who was telling you. Remember he's telling the GMs, like, you can edit my stories if you want?
Yes.
What a
Yeah.
loser. What a loser he
What is the benefit of only giving it to Schefter? Like, from their perspective,
I don't even know.
just reach.
I guess, but like, who's not going to know anyway?
Yeah, somebody like Breer, whoever is going to tweet it,
Right.
and then it's
Schefter
going to
didn't
reach.
credit me either on the Glazer thing, that midget. Yeah, so it's like, just... And it
Also,
annoys me.
Reese, I know you said that he would credit you or whatever, but he went on Felgram As this morning. He didn't bring your name up or anything like that.
Did he not?
No.
Oh, boy.
What can you do?
Yeah.
Another shrimp.
They did
So,
that too. I heard.
I like Reese.
On EEI. They said Barstool Sports. They didn't say.
Of course. Of Barstool Sports. Yeah.
Company.
Yeah, Klemmer broke that story.
I like the idea of the main account being like Robin Glazer out.
Well, I think
dumb.
anybody listening to that probably thinks Jerry Thornton. I would assume from Boston.
I think I think
Yes.
Dave Portnoy.
I don't think anybody thinks...
They're probably not
anyways.
thinking twice.
Yeah, they're
about
not
it, but I mean,
thinking
if they
about it.
were,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least Jerry Thornton covers the team. That's all.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's like... Especially all this shit in MLK Day. It's like not fair to not give me credit for that.
Are,
You know what
are
I
you
mean?
and Darren Rovell trading cards today?
Yes, yeah. Yep. I traded him It's not mint. It's solid condition Rosa Parks rookie card.
Good.
Yeah. It's a good one. She's like, the bus is like, she's waiting. You can see the bus coming down the street. It's like an unbelievable shot.
I've
In
always
the
found
minor
his,
leagues.
Yeah.
I've always found his Emmett Till bobblehead to be
Yeah, it's a good one.
in poor taste.
That is it's a nice piece of craftsmanship. Yes. It's Rosa Parks like going on smaller buses before she went to the big one. She's working her way through it.
Made it to the big leagues.
Yeah, it's a Rosa Parks. She's on the Pawtucket bus. Rovell, another creep. So anyway, yeah, that does annoy me. I mean, like I had that dead cold.
Yeah, it's very simple to just credit
It's
somebody.
like she's not with the organization anymore, and you could tell the way Bird answered it that he didn't know a fucking thing. And you know, I guess behind the scenes he was being a baby, but he's a baby. These are children. These are fucking children. And I've been,
But they're all fucking assholes. Like they just have their little clique and only will report off of each other.
Yeah, but one guy breaks all the news, Schefter, and now one guy is the Patriots insider, me.
No, I know, but like who's the guy that Mutt sucks off? Who's the Patriots
Andrew
guy?
Callahan.
Yeah, if Callahan did it, Mike Reese would be like first reported by
Right.
Andrew Callahan. They all would do that, but because you did it, they don't do it.
You can stick to your little skits and let
Sure.
the reporters report, you know?
True.
You're not in the club, Kirk. You're not in
No,
the club.
I never was. And that used to annoy them then. Like I would say to them, I'd be like, I remember saying to one other, I forget what it was. It's like, it's not my fault. I make more in a month than you do in a year. That's your problem. But yet they never warmed up to me. I don't know why I have an attitude like that.
Gee.
So but I mean, they're losers. These are guys that go there and they eat their Papagenos and stuff their faces at the games and sit there and wait for, you know, these idiots to talk. And then they go back and they bitch and moan and eat and talk about their Marriott points, and that's their life. I hope Mutt and Andrew Callahan, literally, not enough bad things happen to those two monsters. It wouldn't even matter.
Aw.
You know, who cares about Mutt at this point? It's just, you know.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious, you
Did-
asshole. I don't want Mutt going to that UConn game with us either with his attitude right now.
Oh,
Did
bad
he give me any credit? Did he update his Mutt stack?
I didn't see any update.
Of course not. He could do that all day.
Well, he's got to
do
wait
it.
until this
Friday? That's
Yeah.
true.
I saw a thing on X when Mutt was banned from the show. Someone, I don't know who said it, but their conspiracy theory was that Mutt told people to ban him or told you to ban him, and he wanted to be off the show.
No. Who said that?
I don't know. Someone on Twitter did. I can't remember. There was
We should spend 40 minutes talking about it.
I don't even know. Why would he want that?
I don't know. It was a conspiracy theory.
Well, what's the
People were
upside of
saying-
him doing that?
He didn't
I mean,
want,
still-
he was trying to look
himself a
like
martyr?
the martyr, like he was the victim, and
Mutt's not thinking that far ahead.
I don't. Why? But how would that benefit him in life?
You would have played along with that.
Yeah,
though.
I don't even get the bit.
yeah, like
I
he,
saw somebody who was. Not to get too much in there, but I hate Mike's old guy Matt from Providence. He was on that Mike and Van show, being like, Dan and I concocted this as a bit.
Yes.
I'm like, if you think Dan Katz wanted this out there, you're a fucking moron.
How can we promote Surviving this year?
Trust me when I tell you that was definitely not a bit. I mean, it's
Even
nice he
when-
goes on these network shows, but get your shit together.
You guys
dummy.
got together 13 years ago and said, come up with a lie.
Trust me.
even Montante didn't take that conspiracy.
I can tell you Dan was definitely not thrilled with how it went.
It is crazy the amount of people that think like the scripting
Harry
This
thinks the show's
show-
scripted.
It's nuts.
and like just Barstool in general.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone tweeted at me, of course, it was Robin Glazer. It would be Chris Klemmer's Robin Glazer. Klemmer broke the story. For being fair. That is true. That is only
I'll
fair.
walk.
I haven't heard from that. Oh, that's not true. He texted me something the other day about it was a David Lynch text. I think I could tell it was sort of like we okay after the other night. Like,
Toe in the water.
yeah.
That didn't seem like you were angry at him.
No. He's just a fucking drunk. What are you gonna do? He's
got a problem.
he's an alcoholic. I do believe he's
drink?
an alcoholic. What's that, Chris?
Can I drink?
I don't know.
I think he's just addicted to good times.
I hope he needs to take a good year off from booze. I think just to get out of his system.
Why, though? It doesn't negatively affected his life.
Well, he's gonna die of cirrhosis. I think. He was like 100 pounds.
he
Like,
already looks like he's
Yeah,
dying
he
of
looks like an
cirrhosis.
alcoholic. Like he does.
love
He looks like
Klemmer,
a
but-
yeah. He's don't you think, Dave?
What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. I
He's
don't know.
2 ciders at night.
How does theater thing go this weekend? Did you go see them all or no?
He saw a movie this weekend.
You saw a movie. What did you see?
I think it was
Wolfman?
one of them, the Kiki Palmer.
Oh,
one.
one of
He
them
ranked
days
them.
or something.
He
Yeah.
ranked.
Yeah.
He was ranking them.
Harry and I saw Wolfman. That was not great.
Okay, just got out of one of them days, and this is a movie I liked more.
Why does he do the?
Why does he
He
squat?
doesn't need to do
'Cause
the
it's
yak
just
thing
a bit.
anymore.
I hate
brings
that
in-
yak.
Doesn't need to do
I hate
that.
that shit. Like,
KFC's post about it.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, isn't that the kiss of death? That's not funny. If Kevin's tweeting about it, no.
What did Kevin say?
He's like, I love when Klemmer crouches down or something.
He looks
What
like a
what is
troll.
what's
I don't know.
the origin?
He did it in the
It's got to be something yak related.
Barstool Idol or something.
I would watch Klemmer review literally anything in the Klemmer squad.
I mean, that right there is a
Klemmer squad.
I believe this. I know because Kevin and Klemmer are both losers. Juan Soto will absolutely be a flop with the. It's a guarantee. It is going to. I don't want to wish ill on the guy, but 50 years from now, you'll be like, what happened? Why'd that guy die? You'll be like, oh, he had Juan Soto disease. It's going to change. It's when Klemmer and Kevin get together and support somebody, guy's fucked.
That would be
No
classic
chance.
Mets.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's no Mets, Klemmer. Klemmer can't have a championship.
No.
There's no way. He can't celebrate.
Well, he said he would count last year's Celtics as a champion.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Guy lives in New York. He's a Knicks fan. Like, it's no chance.
I asked my buddy why it splits. Like some people are Jets and Giants fans, and some
Yeah.
people are Jets and Mets fans. He said some people are just losers.
It's true.
You know,
The Jets, Mets are a big Long Island thing, right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the
Queens,
Giants, they were growing up here, tons of Giants fans.
Yeah.
because they were on
Rhode Island.
TV.
Yeah, Gifford and those teams. Right, yeah. They were
I always thought
huge.
Jets were like Manhattan, though.
No.
No? It's Giants,
I
Manhattan?
don't really know. I shouldn't say I don't know that. It feels like that might be split. I don't know. Maybe. The Jets feel new compared to the Giants, though. The Giants feel like a franchise.
Maybe when Joe Namath was on the Jets, it was like
Yeah, that was big then.
That
That
was
was
big.
50 years ago. More. They won the Super Bowl in 69.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Super Bowl III.
Super Bowl III. Yeah. Joe Namath is on the Brady Bunch. What else?
Just real quick, speaking of people.
Oh, so Eli Manning is not a Hall of Famer. Not a Hall of Famer.
That's a conversation, though. Like,
Happy to
that's
have it. Happy to have it here. 617-709-7937. It was Eli Manning ever considered one of the 5 best quarterbacks in football when he was playing?
No, never once.
most likely
No,
not.
definitely not. Not a Hall of Famer. He won 2 games. Good for him. He played great in those games.
Big games.
Not a
Big teams to beat.
No, absolutely. But he's not a Hall of Famer. I could name you right now. I'm dead serious. 50 quarterbacks better than Eli Manning in the history of football. Easily.
Oh yeah,
So done. Like,
I could do it.
I mean, Eli Manning, I don't know if Eli Manning is better than Drew Bledsoe. Look at the numbers within the era. Like, I understand Eli's rating will be higher, but he played in a more passer-friendly era.
That's a comparable. That's a good comparison.
Yes.
though.
Now,
Yeah.
he won 2 big games, and he was great in those games. But no, did he win a playoff game any other season?
But if Drew Bledsoe won 2 Super Bowls, he'd probably be in.
Yeah, because he threw for so many yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like him. He won on Enough About Me.
Well, that's big.
Yeah. And you can connect him to Kevin Bacon in one step. The Kevin Bacon
Something
game.
about Mary?
I guess you could do it that way. But is Drew Bledsoe in
Oh
something?
no, I'm
it's
thinking
Brett
of.
Favre.
He was supposed to be originally.
Yeah. Yes. Do you know how you can do it? With who?
No.
Isn't it what Drew Bledsoe was in the Tom Cruise movie?
Yep. Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire.
Tom Cruise in A Few Good Men with Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
I mean, it always goes through Kevin Bacon. Cuba Gooding Jr. was in A Few Good Men.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. And Kelly Preston's dead, and she was in that movie too, which kind of bums me out. But she was a Scientologist, Dave. I don't think she got the right care.
Probably not.
See, you would have been good in that the dozen when he screwed up that Kevin Bacon question. Wasn't there something where
Jeff screwed that up?
Yeah.
I know, but I'm participating in his wedding. I'm not going to
Oh,
criticize
okay.
him.
All right.
You're participating in his wedding?
Where
I'll let Jeff announce
Are
it.
you officiating?
I'm not going to. I'll let Jeff announce it.
You said this.
What did I say?
You said you were involved in his wedding.
I didn't say what I'm doing specifically.
No, but
It's gotta
I could be walking the bride down the
You're not
aisle.
gonna
Who
be an
knows?
usher.
He's gonna be the ring bearer. You're gonna bring
All I
her-
want to do is bro out at the bachelor party. That's all I want to do.
Sounds like something you and
Gotta
Jeff.
do it.
Me, Jeff, Mush,
Robbie Fox would definitely.
Robbie Fox.
Klemmer.
I would say the
Klemmer with his
probably
ciders.
the CPBs as well, the Cedar Park Boys. I
Okay.
could see us doing that. You know,
Oh,
I
that
think
better
it's-
be played at the reception.
You're gonna have
Can we-
people from
can-
you got people from Cedar Park, Cleveland, Las Vegas, Connecticut, Austin, all his buddies from all around the country. LA, they're gonna be all around New York City.
Is he going to
Where
walk
is
down
it
the
going
aisle
to?
to? This is Jeff T. Lowe. This is
Yes,
Jeff.
the wedding is
He's
going to
waving.
take place. We're going to go to each place, so it's going to be like a different part. We're trying to do one of those like wacky things, like in the same day. We're going to fly all over the world.
Amazing Race.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah. Right. Rather go do a rat race that day. So I might as well announce it now then, since we mentioned these people. Team KMS is back.
Yeah.
Team KMS. You might not like this, Justin, because I heard you. My first teammate is Robbie Fox.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And my second teammate Chris Klemmer.
Oh,
Really?
dream.
I know.
That's
I
gonna
know.
be-
I know.
No, I
Poor
love
Klemmer.
I know you said the other day it's probably not, but
That's going to end badly.
Yeah.
probably. But once it was pitched to me, it was hard to turn down. Klemmer's strengths are unique for me: film, television, and old baseball.
Yeah,
So,
that's the thing.
but I like the idea of him like being like.
Literally just beat him in kind of an old baseball trivia competition.
I beat him and Frank at a baseball thing with Brandon. But I think Klemmer knows some baseball. Like some things I don't. There's some,
How many questions?
Isn't it gonna be funny to watch Klemmer? Like
Yeah, very much.
That's not me. And Robbie's
And he's going to try and outdo you on
perfect.
How to, yeah.
And Robbie's good at the stuff I'm not great at.
Oh,
So I think it's actually the two of us will be a good team. If Klemmer could pitch in a little bit, I think we're gonna be really good.
I assumed Tommy would be. I thought Tommy and Feidelberg would have been a good team.
Well, I think. Well, Feidelberg's with
Booze Ponies.
Will
but
and
Will's-
Dana. I think Will's going
Will's
to
gonna
be
be gone?
allowed in for that this year.
Okay.
Because he's in the live show.
Yeah, and I think Glenny stays with the company in some fashion because he's still doing that OnlyFans thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So he'll be there, and they don't know the Smitty situation.
Gotcha.
So there weren't really a lot of options. Talk about the Frankettes at one point, but they
Yeah.
decided to stay with Frank. So
Well, you're used to only having like one person help you. Usually, there's
sometimes none.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So having you cancel out with Klemmer,
Right. Robbie Fox, I mean, the one asked me to quit the company years ago. We've come
Yes,
back now,
right.
full circle. And Chris Klemmer. So, but it'd be funny. It'll be funny to have Klemmer there.
It's going to be a good dynamic, but
He'll be.
I think it's going to end poorly.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's gonna have.
For Klemmer,
He's gonna
is.
have the shakes this year too if he's not drinking.
Well,
I don't know how focused he's gonna be, but maybe they'll have one sip before a game just to kind of loosen him up.
I am elated.
Yeah, he seemed excited. Yeah, he seemed excited.
When does that start up?
I know it starts there at the Super Bowl,
Yep.
and then we have our season opener. Some are saying we may be playing the Yak in the season opener.
whoa.
No.
So I got to
Big.
cross out the 2001 Patriots for my niche category. I don't want that stolen from me. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I said to Jeff, I was like, boy, I said if we went into New Orleans and played the Yak, I would be getting booed out of that place. Like,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was, like it was, which I was like, that'd be fucking great.
That'd be
But,
awesome.
so yeah, so me, Robbie, and Chris Klemmer.
Now, did you approach them?
I talked to the commissioner about it.
Okay.
I'm the first inductee of the Dustin Hall of Fame. I don't reach out to Chris Klemmer.
Right.
So I just said, let's do. There were a couple of teams we talked about. If Will had left, there was talk about me replacing him with Dana and Feidelberg. There was a brief Klemmer, Gruden, Minihane discussion.
I like
I
that.
would have liked that.
Would have been tough to win at that point.
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
It's
that's,
going for.
So I very brief, not even with Gruden, but I can see Gruden being one of those guys. I don't know how reliable. I don't know. So, but so yeah, so I'm excited. It'll be fun. I think I'm looking forward to it because last season was such a dud. It would never be on the team with Rico again, and obviously Hank is illiterate, so we do the best we can. So that's the team. You can tweet out that announcement if you'd like.
Very exciting.
Yeah, we shall see. I like Robbie's a good kid too.
I forget Robbie could also attract your ire at some point. I keep
sure.
thinking of Klemmer, but Robbie
sure.
could also annoy you.
Yes,
Just having that music, probably like
huge.
pretty much all angles of pop culture.
Mike,
he's
who
good on.
wouldn't attract his ire at some point, really?
Damn.
Like Feidelberg.
Really. I do love Feidelberg.
Yeah.
I do. I got on great with Quiggs until he didn't show up for that game. He was a great teammate, but he didn't show up.
Right.
So yeah, and Rico is just Rico was so bad last year. That's just I could not bring him back. Rico looked like he had a massive at the reunion like scratch on his neck, almost like proving my point at the thing I had said to him at the.
Oh.
But it was like a huge. I was like, were you attacked by a wolf or something? He's like, I just cut myself shaving. What? What did you use? So I don't know. So yeah, that's the team. So now 2 new members of team. The suitcase moves on with 2 new members. Wow. Klemmer, I think Klemmer will be pretty good.
Yeah. It's going to be tough because you're going to be bumping heads, and he's going to want to get it first a lot of times.
Yeah, he's gonna know his role.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not. Yeah,
You might know some newer music that you don't know, I guess.
yeah, he probably will.
Is
That's
Quantum
maybe the biggest reach in the history of anything. Klemmer is like, older than me. I'm not saying
Quantum
I'm
Week.
He did Quantum Week
Yeah.
with that Corona.
What is that? Did they go back in time to?
I remember the episode where they did Tootsie and Hall & Oates.
They had to be in their lifetime. I know that.
I'd actually argue because of Kate and Harry, I would know more.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
By the way, I don't know much, but once in a while I'll get like a 20.
There's been a couple times where you're like, oh, I know this song because it's a Harry Styles song or something.
Right, yeah. Like I'm not claiming I know anything, but like I think Klemmer's grooving the Sabrina Carpenter.
I just mean he's a few years younger, so like the 90s, you might know a little better music-wise than you.
But Jeff does not do that.
No?
Generally. Music is almost always
2000s?
Yeah. Which Robbie should know, I think. I guess.
He is a music guy.
We do have a college, Rico, by the way, sucked last year in college sports. We have a college football, basketball hole for sure.
Right.
Era-wise. If it's a little older, I'm okay, but modern, I don't know shit.
Klemmer pretends to be a fan of those now, doesn't he?
That's
Doesn't
true.
he
He's
gamble
gambling on
those?
them with his terrible tweets. Yeah, maybe. So we'll see. So should be interesting. It's interesting that there's no Rico who's always going to lose his shit. Like, these guys will fall in line, I think.
Yeah. Klemmer will be entertaining, though. There will be some good drops out of that and things.
Yeah, I suppose. So there you go. All right. Yes. What else?
You want to address this Tommy Quinlan slander from last night's episode of Hot or Not?
I'm embarrassed to say I didn't see this.
And disappointing, too, for a guy that usually dresses really well.
Yeah.
Like the Surviving Barstool, I know he said he forgot his Miltons, but my God. And, everyone wants to talk about the fantasy. I think we are overlooking the biggest guffaw of them all.
Ooh,
Wearing a white T-shirt on TV when maybe
Remember when he thought we were
house-
surprised that he was gay? Like, did he really think? Like, it's almost sad. Go ahead.
T-shirt on TV when maybe you enjoyed the holidays a little too much.
Oh, so obviously we're talking about the famous picture that
He's calling you fat.
Me?
Yeah.
He's saying that you had too much
Some holiday
fun
weight.
over
Oh,
holiday.
well, it can happen, I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
Fun.
It seems their take was not.
I guess not.
Yeah.
It was not all of us kind of the gay plague. What do you want me to say? Yeah, gee. Well, I'll try to lose some weight, Tommy Quinlan. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, that sounds like a horrible show.
Steve is on with him now, apparently.
Who?
Steve Robinson.
Yes.
Isn't that what you said?
Yes.
Is on with Tommy Quinlan right now?
Yes.
Or at 10,
Oh, I don't
he
care.
was earlier.
Nothing I care
Yeah.
about less than Tommy Quinlan.
I think Justin told me that Dave was doing like a stream today, right?
I think so.
Dave who?
I think
Portnoy.
Portnoy's doing some sort of inauguration stream.
Oh. Who cares? I don't care. I mean, good for him, I guess. I don't know. It's a big day for Dave. It's his guy. What else?
Do you want to hear this Chicken Fry audio of her addressing the sweatshirt from the other day?
She addressed it?
Somebody must have screenshotted the whole thing and they posted it over the weekend.
Sure, why not?
People are asking if you and Kirk Minihane made up.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Look at the shirt. Look at the shirt.
Look at
Come
this
on
shirt.
now.
He hand delivered this to me in my apartment today.
You don't know Kirk, do you? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay, baby.
Kirk was my biggest hater, but yeah, we made up. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's big in the Barstool world.
I was just trying to get around. She's just not capable.
Isn't that the
come off that
original?
Yeah.
Isn't that what she said the other day?
Yeah, but we never had the audio. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. That
Sounds rough. Jesus. Take a nap.
It was a late night. I think that was actually she's probably
A drink of water. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Great. What else?
Did you see this Joe Castiglione Fitzy commercial over the
Oh,
weekend?
no, 1 second. I should, because Tommy referenced, I should mention Milton's a store for men. I should have been wearing it. I apologize. I would never make that mistake again. One of the only big winter clearance sales happening right now. Cold winter months ahead, and it's on sale. Peter Millar, Faraday, Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines, winter coats, sweaters, hoodies, Henleys, shoes, boots, there you go. Johnson Murphy, Cullinane, and UGG are all on sale. South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill, and the Burlington Mall. Shop online at miltons.com. Buy one, get one free. Sue then, as I said, continues to roll on. Go to miltons.com, take a look around. Get yourself your stuff for the winter. Get your suits. Get what you need at Milton's, the store for men. Well, this is Castiglione and who?
Fitzy narrates a commercial. Basically,
I read a couple things about this afternoon show that they're putting together that Fitzy will be remote a lot for it.
I didn't hear that. I heard that Ted Johnson
zooming, and Ted Johnson's like really not on the show.
Sporadic or something.
So as the 5 minutes I heard of Megan Ottolini, her mic went out, and the other guy who's in the studio is like, "Are you there?"
Oh, really?
It sounded fine, but I think they're doing a lot of shows like that.
God, she's still around doing stuff?
Did you see that tweet?
weekends,
I was
I
telling
guess.
them this morning. Did you see that tweet from Vindog?
No.
Vindog apparently like always sent his blogs to Megan Ottolini because he was a big fan.
I'm the recipient of many of those. Yes, many. Let me see how many Vindog consecutive things he's tweeting me without responding.
What, he just wants approval
Tweeted
of his blogs?
Messaged you.
Message. Let me see. Vindog. Where is it? It's been a little while. I might just deleted it too. 1 second. Vindog. I think I messaged him once when he had cancer, and then now it doesn't stop.
Oh, no.
That was a mistake. Oh, here it is.
I know at one point you mentioned he messaged you, like, glad you liked the 9/11 blog.
I do like 9/11 blog.
Great blog.
October 31st, 2023.
Happy
1,
birthday.
2, 3, 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 6 in a row, 7 in a row, 8 in a row, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. You can see this is Vindog to me. 28 in a row with no response.
And is he just sending the link?
Yeah,
or is he saying
he just sends me the link. Yeah, he just sends me the blog link.
Interesting.
He's hustling.
Oh, that's his move. He just wants you to promote it for him.
Yes, and probably
he did the same thing with her, I bet. Yeah.
Probably she just blocked him because of that, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I assume.
Yeah. Maybe
He also
around
has-
16
He
or
also has
so.
like perverted blogs, doesn't he?
They're all like, I think they're called dumping them out.
Yeah, maybe she's just like, I don't know, who is this fucking guy?
You can't really blame her on this.
It does generate like a thumbnail of a chick and her tits are out or something like
pretty
that.
much.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
Sending the girl, show me your tits.
I'm starting to understand this blocking.
So what are Fitzy and Castiglione doing?
For years, he was perfecting the art of baseball broadcast. Now, he's perfecting the art of fresh. Let's check in on Joe Castiglione to see how he's doing in his new gig at Shaw's in Star Market.
Joe's been a great addition to the team here at Shaw's and Star Market. Customers really seem to love his energy.
Norwegian prime salmon, what a catch. Add shrimp and live and kicking lobster, and you've got a delicious seafood triple play.
He really has a way of connecting with our customers in his own unique way.
The fried chicken looks good, but I prefer spaghetti and meatballs.
And the red sauce wins. Another can of corn. Easy playing right.
Poor guy.
That retires the side.
Our lineup may never be the same again.
Thanks for shopping.
Can I say it's obviously not funny, but at least he's like being kind of playful. Like, I don't know. It's
When he's doing
awful.
that, is he thinking like, God, I wish I didn't retire. I have way too much time on my hands.
I don't know. I feel like
the
that's
red
a perfect
sauce
fit
wins.
for him.
Oh, I heard he is pushing to do games this year too.
That's what I mean. Why did he retire? Were they pushing him
I don't
out?
know. I'm not going to say my source, Mutt, but like he was saying like he's pushing to do games.
Well, he said he was gonna do some when he retired.
Really?
Right? Yeah, I think I remember his goodbye.
Maybe he just retire?
I get it was probably the same with Sterling too, where they're like, fuck, now I just have nothing to do. Well, you know?
Yeah.
The problem is like that job is a retiree job.
I don't know. They
Baseball's
travel.
tough.
They travel a lot.
It's something that however old Joe Castiglione is that he does. He's done it for years.
I know, but baseball I think is a tough job. Like you're on the road. That's 106. It's spring training.
You're not a Walmart
postseason.
greeter.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's coal mining, but like it's not like football.
No, but he could do 20 games a year
At home
games. Yeah.
I mean,
go
they
to New
did-
York or something.
They did that on Nesson with the TV guys, like rotating people.
Yeah,
and stuff
I guess. I mean, I know he lives in Florida, so he's one of the guys who thinks he's on the Red Sox. So it's weird when you're not there anymore. It's just got to be weird. Like nobody gives a fuck about you now. He wanders around probably.
Right.
I do
and just
love
you
his
had your
voice.
entire years filled.
You love his
And now you
voice.
I do like as far as like nostalgia of listening to the Red Sox games, like as a child. You hear it, it feels like
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I never liked Castiglione. I mean,
It's a
Jerry
terrible
hated
voice,
him,
but you
too.
get comfortable.
No,
with it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like a.
I forget why Jerry
voice.
hated him, but he hated him.
Really?
I don't remember why. Something about the union or some fucking thing. I don't know. Something nuts. He forced me to hate him, so now I hate him. What else?
What do you think of your new colleague, Fred Smoot?
I mean, the football player?
Yeah.
I, by the way, told everyone the Commanders were going to win that game outright. Do you remember that or no? Did I say it on the air or did I not?
Yes.
Okay. I told people the Commanders were going to win that game outright. The Commanders are going to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Good.
There you go, my friend PFT.
I hope they win.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because I don't want the other teams to win.
Okay, well, there you go. PFT, you didn't seem thrilled to see me in Chicago, if I'm being honest. Well, given that he does a show with Dan, I don't know how,
Right.
I got the
Took it
tension.
personally.
Yeah. I'll be happy for him. He's a nice guy. Very nice guy. Washington. Kansas City. I don't like saying it. I know it's, but I mean, they're going to win. They're going to win on Sunday. What's the number, Justin? 4 right now? 3.5? What do we got? I haven't looked yet.
The refs will help Casey.
Justin was very upset with me over this very topic this morning.
The line in this game?
Well, close to this very topic, I guess. Mama K, for some reason, asked who I was rooting for to get to the Super Bowl. And I said, I don't know, I guess the Bills. Be nice if the
Great
Bills
story.
won.
Chiefs are 1.5 point favorites.
And
That's
Justin,
it?
Yep.
Justin goes, that's really disgusting.
Why?
Like he was repulsed by
It's
it.
gross. As a Patriot fan, you can't root for the Bills to win the Super
But you
Bowl.
can't root.
Why?
I don't want them to.
I'm
win
wearing a
the Super Bowl.
Yankees hat, Justin. Do you think I really give a shit?
And rooting for them to beat the Chiefs is different than winning the Super
I
Bowl.
would love to see them win the Super Bowl. It's a great city. They have never won a fucking championship.
It's not a great city.
And Justin's
great
a
fan
Sabres
base.
fan.
You love their wings.
Yeah, you're a Sabres fan, you phony.
Wings are good.
It was just unnecessary anger. It came out of nowhere.
Like because you couldn't cut it in Buffalo. You lasted 10 minutes. Is that the issue?
It's a tough city.
I mean,
I have beef with that city.
The roads are not perfect.
they're a great franchise. Like I
No,
don't.
they're not.
Sure, they are.
A great franchise?
They've been a great. Yeah, they've been a constant NFL franchise. Yes.
I wouldn't put them in the
4 losses
top
in a row.
25
They've been the force in the NFL.
in the NFL.
Jim Kelly?
What are you retarded?
They're in the bottom
Yes,
7.
You put them below Jacksonville?
No, I would put
Texans.
them above Jacksonville, Cincinnati.
Texans?
Houston,
Yeah, Texans.
Carolina.
Maybe. What are you talking
Texans,
about?
Carolina, yeah, and then it's probably Buffalo.
Put the Arizona
Jets?
Cardinals ahead of the
Jets.
Buffalo Bills?
Yes.
Why?
More history.
I don't know about that.
The Arizona Cardinals have more history than the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah. Cardinals have more history.
Give me their history.
You're going to say Pat Tillman.
Shit, when you just make something up and you have no defense.
No,
Larry Fitzgerald?
No, they're like one of the older teams.
You realize they weren't always in Arizona.
I do.
Where were they before?
I believe they were in Chicago.
They also, where else? Do you know? That's not where they went. Chicago had a different team. They moved to Arizona from somewhere. Do you know where?
What was their name before that? They weren't the Orange Triangles. That was a different team.
Orange Triangles.
Orange Triangles.
That's a fun fact that Justin likes to tell me about.
What's the orange? Is this like that cute thing where you describe the logo?
No,
No, it's actually that was the name.
Oh, they were?
He was not.
Oh, okay.
Give me some more about the Cardinals history. I'm going to look up the Cardinals leaders here.
They're just an old
Jake Plummer?
Old franchise.
I suppose that's...
Okay, so Buffalo had, Jim Kelly in the 90s, where they lost 4 Super Bowls in a row.
That's a historic. That's
really?
in some ways more impressive than winning 3 Super Bowls.
After Chicago, they were in St. Louis.
You know the Cardinals were in St. Louis, Justin?
I didn't know
I
that.
did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on my own, I guess. I mean, the Cardinals would have been a good guess, though, don't you think?
St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, if you think about it. I mean, there's another team there. Okay. So, all right. So give me more about the Cardinals' history, since you didn't know where they were for 27 years.
I believe they have the longest championship drought.
That's good.
Well, it's history. They've
Well,
been around for
how is
forever.
theirs longer than the Bill? Neither have ever won.
No, I'm talking about like pre-Super Bowl as well.
Oh.
I care about NFL history. You're telling me the Cardinals have more history than the Buffalo Bills?
Absolutely not.
Yes. What did the Bills have the past between Josh Allen and
Justin,
Jim-
what did the Cardinals do in the 60s, 70s, 80s? You know where they were. And the 90s. What did they do?
I don't know.
Let's go team by team. I'll tell you if I put the Buffalo Bills over them history-wise. Patriots? No.
You don't put them above the Buffalo Bills?
No, I don't put the Bills over the Patriots, you dummy.
Patriots.
By the way, the Bills also have, I know this is this gentleman, who we've had some interaction with his lawyer. They also have, one of the most famous players in the history of the league, who the first player to run for 2,000 yards in the season, O.J. Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was with the Bills.
It was, yes.
That doesn't count?
It does count, but I just think
Someone who many people say is the best defensive player of all time.
Who? Bruce Smith?
Oh, shit. Never mind.
Oh, you're thinking he was thinking LT. Yeah.
Fuck me.
What are you, Coleman?
I tried. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
go.
that's right.
Go.
Yeah.
Patriots.
Patriots have more history than the, whatever that means. They're a higher franchise than the Bills.
Yes.
Dolphins.
Absolutely higher. I'm saying Dolphins are higher.
Yep.
Jets.
No. Bills are higher. I know the Jets have a Super Bowl, but the Jets have won. The Bills have been to, 4 Super Bowls since the
4 in
Jets
a
have won
row.
the last one? Yeah.
And their records over time.
Correct. And they have one of the great
better.
comeback wins in the history of the league.
And they had Flutie flavor.
And they had Flutie, that crazy loss against Tennessee. It was a crazy loss, even though I'm talking about?
Yes.
What am I talking about?
When he throws it across.
The Music of the Miracle.
Yes.
Yes, that was against the Bills.
It was, yes.
Does that count for history?
I don't
You're talking about a drought not winning a championship. Does a loss count? Give me a big Cardinals loss other than the Super Bowl.
Pat Tillman.
Okay, that's true. Go ahead.
But I'm
Go ahead.
Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens have more history.
Cleveland Browns.
That has a lot of history.
That's close.
I'm not saying,
No.
saying as a franchise. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Cincinnati Bengals.
No. Close. No.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes, absolutely they do. The Steelers do.
Texans.
No.
Jags.
No.
Colts.
Yes. Of course. Yes, of course.
Tennessee.
No.
Are we including?
Yes and no.
Okay. Chiefs.
Chiefs have more history, of course.
Chargers.
Chargers do not.
This isn't history. It's just a franchise.
Yes, whatever it is. I know it when I smell it. Chargers, no. It's a loser franchise.
Chargers. The Raiders.
No, Raiders are way, way, way up there, so no.
Broncos.
Broncos are way up there, no. We already have what, 7 or 8, Dave?
3, 6, 7. Yeah.
All right, we're at 7. We're not even in the
They're
NFC
going to be in the middle
yet.
middle of the road.
Ah, good. NFC, good. Go ahead.
NFC. Giants.
The NFC East is a no all the way through.
Okay, Giants, Cowboys, Commanders.
Or yes, based on the way you were
Right,
doing
we're calling the Redskins here. Go ahead.
Let's do Saints.
That's close.
They did win.
Yeah, but losing 4 is, I think, better than winning 1 for history, for impact.
Yeah.
No, I'd say the Bills, bigger franchise.
Saints. Who else is in there? Falcons.
Did you have the fucking thing in front of you? Why are you're looking up like who else is? Don't you have the standings in front of you?
But you also just know the teams.
Falcons.
Falcons do not. The Bills are bigger than the Falcons. They're just bigger franchise.
Falcons.
Jesus Christ, Dave, just read them.
Bucks.
Can't see very well. That's the problem.
Buccaneers.
I'll say this: the Buccaneers have 2 Super Bowls. They're not as big a franchise as the Bills.
Wow. Panthers.
No, that's what I'm saying. 49ers.
Seahawks.
I was just gonna say,
Seahawks. Bills bigger. 49ers. No. Cardinals. We talked about.
You said Seahawks. Not as big.
No.
Rams.
St. Louis.
No.
Yes,
No. Definitely not. They have 1 run. No.
They won again recently.
Yeah, bullshit though. Like, yeah, I don't like the coach.
And I don't like when they switch cities.
Yeah, I agree. There's something about being in Buffalo. Yeah. Like they didn't fucking move, you know? They didn't go to Toronto. They go
Bears.
The Bears
No.
are
Probably that whole division.
The Bears, Packers, Vikings. The Vikings are close.
Vikings.
The Lions, no.
The Vikings have lost as many Super Bowls as
I agree. I said the Vikings are close. They're a good comp, I'm saying. Relax. I'll give you I think the Vikings and the Bills are almost exactly the same. Cold weather, same city, tough, brutal losses, 4 Super Bowl losses. Bud Grant, Marv Levy, close. I like Buffalo more than Minnesota. I'm taking Buffalo there. Wow. In Detroit, definitely not.
Yeah, there you go.
They haven't done shit. They haven't been to a Super Bowl.
So probably right in the middle of the league.
Barry
right?
Sanders.
Middle of the pack,
They might be first. A horrible take by you.
It's not a horrible. I think they're one of the least valued franchises.
What does that mean?
Like if you go by,
I don't care about how much they're going to sell for. Nobody gives a shit about that. Like you're not mad at Mike because they're going to sell for less than another franchise. It's a dumb argument. You're a dummy.
Well, no, I'm mad at Mike.
Because they're not valued. You're mad at Mike. Mike, they're not valued.
I didn't know you were mad.
What are you mad at him about being valued?
They're a division rival.
Justin, you're a Sabres fan.
Kind of like a half-ass Sabres fan.
Because your teacher was
he's
touching a
stepping-
pud.
Yes, I was molested by a Sabres fan.
Now he's backtracking the
To
Sabres.
be clear, I'm not painting my face and going to
Oh,
the
yes,
game.
you are. Yeah, we're going. Yes, you are.
You're going to jump on the table at the pregame. And
That's dumb. Like, that's a great city. It's a great American city. They've never won anything.
and Josh Allen used to be a Pats fan, just like Dan.
Yeah, I met Josh Allen at the Masters. A very nice guy.
That's great.
He knew who I was. It doesn't matter. I don't care about that. What I'm saying is, like, why would you have against the Bills? They play in the same division?
Yes. I don't like them.
Bledsoe went there.
As a Patriots fan, they cheered when Brady got hurt in 2008.
Good. That's what they should do.
So did everybody else, though.
Do you think Bills fans would? I kind of hope the Patriots win this year.
I won 90 times.
Well, no, that would be crazy.
In 2001, you don't think they were like, it'd be nice if the Patriots won this year.
They haven't been 4 times.
That's not really the same.
And you're in a different spot now. You've won 6 times.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about in 2001.
I know, but I'm saying they weren't in that spot. You're in a different spot right now. You've won 6 times. They hadn't at that point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They were bitter. There's no reason. Like, what do you care if Buffalo wins the Super Bowl? You want the Chiefs going there with the girl with the red lipstick who's watching the game all the time?
Even at my hardest core Patriots fan, I never hated the Jets. I hated, but I never had.
Bills are a great franchise.
Some Bills hatred.
And don't you want to? I mean, if you're such a big Patriots fan as I am, like, don't you want to protect the legacy of Tom Brady? And then Mahomes is like,
that's a good
get
point.
there again. And
that's a good point.
Like,
Great.
You're like protecting that from
Mahomes better than Brady almost now at this point.
You can make an argument if he wins this year.
Yeah. Huh?
That's why we don't want him to get to
his
the
face
Super
pulled
Bowl.
back. He's not sitting there giggling with Kevin Burkhardt. He's still playing. He's a man.
This was the first week it hit me, the Brady stuff.
What do you mean?
Just like watching the game. Like, it wasn't like particularly bad, but I was just like, it's weird that Brady is
just
like
doing this.
The word, like, he has to like compete with the crowd noise to talk over.
Right.
Like, it just seems like a weird thing.
KB.
He's the greatest. He's the only guy I've ever watched in sports where, like, that the CJ Stroud the other day, like, Brady would have won that game against the Chiefs.
Definitely.
Probably.
But now I think he might have.
And, like, he was just so great, and he's the only guy I've ever cared about that was that good at his sport. And now he's like, okay, KB, can you guys hear me? It's loud in here.
He wasn't even terrible at times. Like, he was.
No, he wasn't bad.
But that's the thing. It's like, it makes me sad that he's like working to get better at that. It feels heartbreaking that Tom Brady needs to like work to be better at this.
He's the worst part of the game, which is weird.
Yeah, he's worse than Aikman. He's even worse than Romo.
Oh, definitely.
He's the worst
He's
of those.
Worse than Olsen. He's worse.
Olsen, but those big 3, like Collinsworth, even.
Oh yeah.
Like Collinsworth can just talk. Like Brady.
Yeah.
That voice is a thing.
Yeah.
That
and it's not even
like a mutt voice. Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys that's like
a mutt voice when he's like on.
Yeah, he's not that bad, but yeah.
I'm not like, oh, he's terrible. It was just like, it's kind of sucks to watch.
Just average.
A guy who was that great at one thing be like, okay at this.
Although I did feel at times, like, listening to him, that he was frustrated with the shitty play. Like, because he is such a good player and quarterback, and like watching some of the shit decisions that were being
but he doesn't
made.
really say that.
He should say that.
I know,
then,
but you can feel it. I wish he would say
His
it.
job is he gets like $37 million a year to say it.
Aikman was pretty aggressive this weekend
with the refs.
Yeah, he was calling the refs out, and he was saying Mahomes is deliberately trying to.
How many championships would this be for Mahomes?
4.
4?
Yeah,
we still got to win 3 more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
so
3
the
in a
Bills
row is
need to
fucking
be
nuts.
Crazy. Yeah, Brady could never do it.
And Aikman did get better over time. Like, Aikman used to get made fun of for.
Aikman definitely got last 5 or 6 years got a kick in the. I don't know what happened. I heard Simmons say this. Maybe it's a Romo thing. Everybody started blowing Romo like 6 years ago, and he's like, "Get my shit together." Could be, but yeah, he's been good. That Buck and Aikman are the best team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like they're just the best team. Like Burkhardt's fine. Like, but they're doing the Super Bowl. It just feels weird. And Brady is like the wowzers. He's like he's just trying. And he's,
them forcing in that Brady talk with the coaching search was just so fucking unnecessary.
So forced, yeah, it was fake.
Do you think that comes from Fox instead of Brady? It almost feels like a Brady thing, being like, we need to address this.
Could be. But yeah, he's just still thinking one of the 5 worst, Justin.
I do, yes.
Okay. I mean, that's clearly not the case.
I don't know how you're putting the Browns on there, one of the most storied franchises.
Well, tell me something about their franchise history, Justin. Please, give me a tour through this.
One story.
Be nice. I feel like Steve Sable is alive again now. I can't wait to hear this. Go ahead.
The owner, player, coach, who it's named after. Then
who's that?
Went on. Was it Paul Brown?
It was Paul Brown.
And then he went on to go.
I'm counting NFL. I said NFL, Super Bowl era.
I think Yes, I think.
Okay, tell me something about the Browns during the Super Bowl era.
Jim Brown.
Okay, something else after that.
Stop naming Browns.
Charlie Brown.
You have to play for the Browns if you're
James Brown.
That's what I mean. We can do this. Not that difficult. Jalen Brown, Cleveland great.
I just think they're like a good football city.
Buffalo's not.
Unlike Buffalo.
I mean, you're an idiot. That's your argument. Buffalo's a great NFL. That's a small city.
It's what they're known for.
You know they're a small city. They've supported that franchise. Like, they have a chance they were going to go to Toronto. Trump almost bought them. Like, they have been all over the place. Buffalo is a great NFL city. It's just dumb.
Yeah, I'd say that. A good, like, hard. Yeah,
You're a Buffalo guy.
We're proud of being, like, bottom 5.
Oh, it's we now.
Remove the bits for a second. Like, tell me more about the Cleveland Browns. Walk me through the 80s as a child. I was a Cleveland Browns observer. But I'd like to get, reminded of that.
I think they were pretty good in the 80s. There was a couple times they made some runs. I think they lost to the Patriots. Did they lose to the Patriots?
Do you know who coached them?
Wait, lost the Patriots when?
I know. I think they
lost. Beat the Patriots.
When?
I know they beat the Patriots in the 90s, but I think, was it 79?
We're talking about the 80s, Justin.
Oh. I don't know much about the Browns in the 80s.
Okay, you should probably be better.
I know 79 real
conversation.
Well.
You put the Chargers ahead of the.
You know who else I can't tell you about the 80s in? I can't tell you much about the Bills in the 80s.
I mean, they became like a really good team in the late
Jim
80s.
Kelly?
I mean, that's when they got Thomas and Kelly
That's when
and
they-
Reed and Bennett
Kelly didn't
and
want-
Bruce Smith and Marv Levy. He went there and he loved it, though. And Marv Levy.
He's a loser.
Who, Jim Kelly?
Jim Kelly, yeah.
He beat cancer.
Yeah, congratulations.
That's more than your fucking grandmother can say.
Preach. No, my grandmother did beat cancer.
I thought she died of cancer.
Oh, my living grandmother beat cancer.
That's what I'm saying.
One for two.
Right, Jim Kelly beat her.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a terrible bit. This is like an annoying bit.
Why? That I don't like.
You don't know anything.
I should
just
root,
say
I
you
should
don't
root for a division rival.
That's fine. That is fine. Like I think Mike would agree. That's fine.
Sure.
Like, but your thing that they're not valued or they're not a great franchise is stupid.
That's what was crazy.
Like, they're what makes the NFL great, in my opinion. Franchises like Green Bay and Buffalo and Minnesota. I love that.
He just really liked the Kurt Warner years at Arizona.
Yeah, I don't like. Why would you put you put Jacksonville ahead of them?
No, I told you I would put the Bengals, Texans, Jags.
Just said the Jags.
You see, he's saying there's the ones they put the Bills ahead of.
The Bengals, Texans, Jags,
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Okay.
Oh, he said Cardinals were better.
He
remember?
said that's the whole Cardinal debate.
You can't think the Lions.
The Lions have never been to the Super Bowl.
Correct. But I think
So tell me about the Lions before Barry Sanders. Go ahead.
Never been to a conference championship game, have they?
Correct. I don't think they have.
They play on
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
I think they did once, right? When Barry Sanders won a playoff game, did they lose in the conference championship? Maybe.
He's thinking because they play on Thanksgiving.
Name me one Lions player in history before Barry Sanders. I will eat
after.
Mike's penis right now if you do that.
All right. Well, riding on this,
Get
Justin.
ready.
One, if you're wrong, you're wrong. I win the argument.
Okay.
If you're right, I will eat I will suck his dick until he comes down my throat. Shut up, Dave. And I will eat his penis.
Pressure's on.
Call me a win-win.
That's right.
Before Barry Sanders.
Oh, Mike, I'm in. I'm going to do a good job. Don't you worry about it. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's not endless, Justin. You have about 30 seconds.
I know.
20 seconds.
Can he name someone after?
No, that's the whole point.
Matt Stafford. No.
And I don't think so. 10 seconds. Sorry, Mike. Didn't happen.
James Jones.
James Jones.
That's what I mean. You don't know anything. You don't know anything, right?
Jim Tomei.
Yeah, you just why do this? Why participate in this exercise other than to annoy me? Like, what's the point?
Mike brought it up.
James Jones, American football. Here we go.
I didn't. I was chastised.
I'm not counting names you just threw
Get
together.
ready to suck some dick. James Jones played for the Detroit Lions in 1985.
Yes,
He was
I'm not counting names.
He was the first round pick. He was the 13th overall pick.
I'm not counting names you just guessed the common names.
James Jones. There we go. He had 3,600 rushing yards. Wow. Mike, get ready to
There you
Tom.
It's amazing. You don't know anything.
Harvey
I know you don't know James Jones.
Like, why throw these things out there when you don't know anything, Justin? Like, what's the point?
Because I also don't know any Bills players from the.
Yeah, you do. Jim Kelly.
Bruce
You ever heard of O.J. Simpson?
But for O.J. Simpson.
He played in the 70s, though. That's the point. Like, yes, I get your point.
I know. I think they're a loser franchise.
Okay. But you.
Well, that's kind of the point. They are a loser franchise.
I'm rooting for them to win big time now. I'm changing my pick. I'm picking them to win.
They have to win now.
America is rallying around the Bills after this.
Josh Allen is very likable. Very likable.
Great player.
And that's the thing. It's not a hateable team.
Yeah, who don't you like on the Bills?
I hate Josh Allen.
Why?
I've ever since he's been a rookie, I think he's overrated. I think he runs too much. I think he leads with his head.
You hate him because he leads with his head?
Yes, I think he's.
You hate him because he leads with his head?
Yes,
it's going to be his problem.
That's
eventually.
his fault.
Yeah.
Because then he gets calls.
He didn't ditch Bridget Moynihan when he was pregnant, did he? He leads with his head.
No.
Yeah, it's a real reason I hate a guy.
I don't like.
He's not peddling cancer juice. He's leading with his head.
Allen, their head coach is like a weird 9/11 apologist sort of person.
So you have a 26-year-old girlfriend?
No.
I mean, we could do. I mean, I don't know. Did he? You know, like what's so what? What do you care?
I just don't like.
That's
the
not
Bills.
why you hate the Bills. You don't care about Sean McDermott's 9/11 takes. You don't care.
That's true. I hate the Bills because
There's something you're not telling. Mr. Guptill
He doesn't even hate them.
something.
He doesn't even hate them. The Patriots beat the Bills 97,000 times in a row.
Right. Yeah, there was never any Bills animosity.
They weren't a rival.
No.
I would agree.
So why do you hate them? They're not a rival. The Patriots didn't even. I guess you hating the Colts.
I hated the Jets when I was.
You think I hate the Colts?
Do you hate the Bills?
You don't hate the Colts?
Why wouldn't you?
No.
The Colts are a
The
much
Colts
bigger
started
rival.
Deflategate. They fucking were the Patriots' biggest rival.
They're a joke though.
But they were the
Then
biggest
what are the
rival.
Bills? What were the Bills all those years?
But the Colts aren't good now.
Neither
Did you
are the
hate them then?
Patriots, though.
Yes, I did.
Okay, why'd you dismiss it so quickly then?
Justin was a big Lawyer Malloy fan.
Yeah, I don't.
Actually, I wasn't. Before my time.
Dave, am I wrong on this one or no?
You're not wrong. Nope.
Okay. It's a bit, right?
It's that I hate the Bills. I hate the Bills. I don't know what to tell
They're
you.
winning on Sunday, and they're going to win the Super Bowl now too.
I don't want them to win the Super Bowl.
Why not?
Because I want the Commanders.
Why?
Because they aren't in our, they're not even in our conference. So I'm rooting for.
Who cares? Who gives a shit about the conference?
I was fighting this battle before you got here.
They won like 4 games last year. Who cares?
I mean,
about
it
the
just
NFC?
comes down to hating teams in the division. That's basically it. That's fine.
I mean, I do.
The Bills winning Super Bowl would be great.
But putting them up against the Chiefs, that's an easy choice.
Everyone should win the Super Bowl.
It'd be a nice story if they won.
I think it's way faker to pretend that if the Bills won the Super Bowl, the next day you'd be like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
God,
What do you give a shit?
I would be.
Damn it.
It's
I would
definitely a
not
me
care.
problem.
Probably gonna happen. So.
I probably
You know,
will
like
bet
Haley
on them.
Steinfeld?
Oh, great song. A couple great songs.
I don't know who that is.
That's Josh Allen's fiance.
Yeah. Well,
Right, Dave?
Yes.
Singer.
Yeah, an actress too.
And she doesn't like show up in the box, make a
No,
big
she's not
deal out of it.
dancing
She's
around
behind the scenes. Just
Remember that U.S.
supporting the
Open
team.
thing a couple of years ago where Kelsey and Taylor Swift's like,
Oh yeah. A couple years ago, that was like this summer.
and everyone around her was like, "You're a fucking retard.
Now we're policing love.
You're a child. Like you're obviously a homeschooled moron, right?
Policing love.
Now Caitlin Clark's hanging with her.
Oh God.
Dave must have been on
What
his
a
mind.
nightmare that'd be with those two just yammering away about nothing.
Was there a press release that this was going out, or did the cameras see that and then they went to her?
Does Taylor Swift have any friends who aren't famous?
I'm sure she does.
I haven't seen any.
But we wouldn't know them because they're not famous.
She always hang out with famous
It's a
people.
catch-22. Because
She's
maybe you're not famous, then you
She's
become
moving
friends
to
with
our
Taylor
neck of the
Swift.
woods full time eventually.
She's for
so.
white prep school girls and fat and lonely retards. Is what I would say about Taylor Swift.
That hurts.
The second one felt a little targeted.
I don't know. How's the Factor going?
It's going good.
Yeah,
It's going good. Yeah.
Just Factor.
Just Factor.
Other boy.
Yeah.
Good. What'd you have last night?
Last night I had some sort of, it's like some Indian dish.
Really?
You didn't have anything other than Factor this Saturday.
That's Dave doubting your story, right?
No, but
there,
Saturday, that's tough. A weekend, that's
is
three,
tough.
you just-
Football?
3 meals?
Yeah, 3 meals.
Wow, good for you.
Good. It fills you up.
I'm hungry. Like I'm gargling. Or
Yeah.
grumbling back here.
Gargling.
Grumbling back here, but it's yeah, they're good, but
You can hang in though.
gonna try. I think I've probably already lost some weight.
Probably. Yeah, I would think so.
Especially the first couple days.
Yeah. Yeah. You look dangerously thin almost. What else, Dave?
Okay, brought an activity if you'd like an activity.
No, but yeah, we've done this before.
No, not a game.
What was the last one?
This one's,
It's
that's some
terrible.
effort.
This is.
The last one was all. It wasn't even necessarily a bad game. Everything was wrong.
It was just I had the wrong answers to
What was the game
everything.
the other day our boy had?
I don't know if you put
It was
this
just
on.
trivia.
Do you put this music on for an activity? I didn't know if it
I gotta
We've
get
done
activity
plenty of
music, I think.
activities.
Yeah.
It's definitely an activity. So, yeah.
The thing we talked about we're going to do after the show, we're going to do Wednesday.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep stuff I have to work on. What is this?
All right. So you have a sheet so you can see it in front of you.
I see it.
I'm a kid did one of those things that a lot of people do to me where they're like, I have papers here, but you probably can't see them,
blind
so I'm not
asshole.
going to give you one.
Well, I wasn't. So to be
okay.
to be fair, I made this game when I thought I was going to be on back in December. So I didn't know who was going to be here with me. So I had an extra one.
Albert Breer has declined.
Oh.
Damn it.
So anyway, this is kind of stolen. You see this stuff on X a lot. Like I think even Barstool's done these, where you, if you were stuck in the middle seat of a cross-country flight with which row would you choose to be the cream filling of between these two names?
Turkey cream.
Okay, Justin.
So,
Jesus Christ.
So that's just the game. I just have to pick one of them.
So you can see if you want me to read them.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. So row 1, you can choose to be in. It would be between Kane and Mutt.
That would not be great.
None of these.
You'd have Mutt.
Whoa. Mutt would be quiet. I think Kane would be annoying.
So I think you'll see there's always going to be one tough one.
One okay, one tough, yeah.
Row number 2, Blind Mike and Kevin in Bristol.
Oh, that's a no.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, Mike.
The laughs we would have.
You guys have a great time, I think.
We wouldn't even notice if you were there.
That's true. That's a good point.
You're in between these people, remember. The next row would be Justin and Andy Mayo. Row 4.
Row 2's not looking so bad.
Yeah, no kidding.
Number 4. This was also before the Surviving finished. So there's Rico and Gilly.
I don't think I could do Gilly on a flight. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Number 5 would be Portnoy and Cully. Number 6 would be Steve Robinson and your brother Adam.
Yep.
And number 7 would be Montante and Menners.
I have a clear pick here.
Okay.
Clear pick.
I have a guess of what you're clear.
What's that?
I think I know what you're
Justin, go ahead.
I think you're going to pick row 5.
Mike?
No.
Portnoy and Cullinane.
Nope. I'm going to say 6.
1,000% row 5. Dave doesn't want to talk to anybody, and Cullinane, I saw him in the fight. Chicago doesn't do anything. He stares straight at, not even close.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, in a route, I would say I'll go in order. 5. 6, because Steve will keep quiet. Adam's not talking to him. I'm not talking to him. Huh?
I'm really
Adam's
hindered
dead, too.
because I wouldn't say a word, but Kevin is fucking me here.
Mike, take it easy.
Is he really though?
I think I would go. I'm just trying to figure out if Amy Mayo, because if I told Justin don't say a fucking word to me, he would just.
Right. You wouldn't have to tell me that.
I'm trying to think who would Mayo. I could see him being purposely annoying, doing bits during the flight, like.
And he would chat up the flight attendant.
Right, person in the row across from him.
He might try to analyze you and Justin's relationship.
Well, that's the
work
thing too, and
relationship.
everything would be like, Mutt and Kane. I could see Kane being brutal.
How long of a flight is this?
Cross
country.
So there are drinks being served.
Yes.
That's the thing about Montante on the flight. I think actually Menners might actually not be bad. I can see him like sleep. Montante could be really annoying because he just talks. The other night, Mike and he didn't shut up.
Interrupted the entire thing.
He ruined it.
And Menners didn't talk. He just like fell asleep when he was bored. So
Yeah.
that would help. Yeah.
In person at live events, he's not that bad. I'm gonna go Mike and Kevin in Bristol next. Thank you. I think it's a mistake.
You'll find out soon, right? He's coming in.
That's true. When's he in?
February 10th.
Oh, okay.
Probably with me, the Flight Boys.
Yeah, there you go. You can sit right here between.
I won't do. You guys get somebody filming for me. I will not do the show that day.
Is it mixed chance?
Could be. Oh boy, what's left?
1, 3, 4, and 7.
I'm going Gilly Rico last.
Oh yeah.
Rico will be pretty quiet, but Gilly, if he's all fun, I just would be so.
he
He
would
talks
reek,
to
too.
he talks to everybody. He'll be last.
Of marijuana.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he'd reek too.
I'm gonna go. I'll go Kane Mutt before Montante and Menners. I think Montante and Menners are second to last.
Now, does it change things if you can't tell them to shut up? Like,
Well, yeah, but I mean, but like Justin's not gonna say. But Collinane's not gonna say. If he's with me and Portnoy on the flight, you think Collinane's gonna start yapping up? I don't think so.
might.
I could see Cullinane interjecting to a couple of Portnoy's points.
I don't think Dave's looking to talk on the flight either, though. Portnoy, I mean.
He could be on.
Oh no, definitely.
No,
He could be on the phone a lot
Yeah,
though.
I am definitely not. So I'm literally. Dave was in front of me in Chicago. He stared at the.
That's like the ultimate.
seat.
Yeah. I mean, I proved myself already. I don't need
Yes.
to answer
Well, we know
anybody at this
Portnoy
point.
flies private, but he would probably, he might have his dog with him. Just keep.
That's
him,
true.
Yeah.
That's true. Did I put you and Andy Mayo in there yet, Justin, or no?
You have us in at 4 right now.
Okay, yeah. I would go I would go Kane and I'd probably do Montante last, I think. Not counting Gilly.
Who's Montante with?
Menners.
Menners.
Who I think might be okay. On the flights,
Yeah.
I can see him being pretty quiet. Montante, I can see just not shutting up, though.
Yeah. I don't know how Menners is off air. I don't know if he'd be asking you questions or not, but I don't think so.
I give off you'd be surprised. I give off a very leave me alone vibe on traveling.
Is that right?
Those headphones are in probably when you get in.
Doesn't matter if they work or not. Like I'm staring. Yeah, I have my book. I don't think Montante's bring a book with him, just to guess. Yeah, so there you go. That's a good game, Dave. Activity.
Yep, activity.
Would you guys disagree with that listing, or who would you have?
There's no wrong answers. See?
That's true.
Yeah, you can just.
I've flown with Steve. He's fine.
You could work it out with your brother, though.
I don't think that's cross-country flights.
And you've been in a car with Steve for a long time, right?
Yeah, Steve can be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bagger Kirkus on the plane.
Steve used to have his Charlie Kirk on and listening to that. He loved that. Loved it. There you go.
2 Kirks.
That's right. What else?
Well, let's see here. Anything out of the SNL highlights? Chapelle was fine. He didn't do anything crazy. Right?
I enjoy him gently tucking the nation into bed.
SNL finally feeling comfortable making fun of the Democrats now.
I did
That's
see
nice to
that.
see.
I did see that. Yeah. I didn't watch much of it.
I think Chappelle's Trump stuff was exactly the same as 2016. He's like, just have some humanity. I think that's the same thing he did.
Yes. Yeah. I thought it was fine. That's what it was. Obviously, Lauren loves him.
Yeah.
So, because people in that cast hate him, right?
I think that's died down. Oh, I mean, at least by media reports. But
Wicked hates him, though, right? What's his name? Bone Yang.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know.
Snoop's come around on him. Snoop
Yeah, he's
Dogg.
playing. That's the thing. I saw he met with the head of Coca-Cola. It's just so different than it was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I think the middle person who was nervous 8 years ago was kind of okay with it. People like him, people hate him, But the middle that were kind of nervous, I think life goes. They did it. That's the thing. This happened. We've been through this experience before.
That's what I don't understand. People who are like, "Oh, what's going to happen?" I'm like, "We did it."
It happened.
Same as last time.
The one thing I'll say about Biden pardoning Fauci and all the right-wing lunatics getting worked up, your fucking idiot president's the one that let Fauci dance around in 2020.
Listen, as a Trump supporter, that's the one reason I didn't like him.
He gave Fauci life. He could have fired him at any point. He talked all kinds, but he didn't do it. So that's on Trump. Plus, also, Fauci's like 140 years old. What's he going to go to jail for at this point? What's he going to? I mean, very funny if he was in jail. But the guy with the college of Bob Cousy, I think.
I think we should just
in case
make him do whatever he made those dogs do in his research and
Wasn't
give
there
him a
some?
little.
I have no. That's a dead Jerry Tyler.
Yeah, wasn't there some type of something was going on with Fauci where I forget what it was, but there was some type of court case or something with Fauci. I forget what it was, but
I don't know,
I
maybe.
could see this protecting. It basically just protects him.
You think
from
Fauci was
Trump
ever
wants
going to jail?
No.
It proves that he's guilty as shit, though.
Of what?
Of what?
Yeah.
Of lying.
Like, what's he guilty of that he could go to jail for? Though?
I don't think it proves he's guilty as shit. It proves that Biden wants to send a message that Trump would actually retaliate against people.
Oh, like everything that Trump's done.
Okay,
I mean, they've done.
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
care.
no. Kirk doesn't want to talk about this.
care.
Stop
I
it.
don't
Stop
care.
it. Not
They
gonna
both
get into
suck.
this.
I don't care. What else?
Let's see. I don't want to talk about that Trump thing, actually. Never mind.
Good timing, Dave.
Yeah, sorry. Like, shitload of stuff is
What's new
Trump
with
thing.
you, Mama K? What's going on in your world?
Oh, well, speaking of the inauguration, my mom thinks she's in a relationship with Elon Musk and was invited to this inauguration.
Donna was invited to the.
No, not that mom.
Oh, your actual mother.
My actual
okay. Really?
elderly
she
mother.
got an email or something?
Yeah, I love my mom. God bless her. But she was scammed by the Nigerians in a romance scam.
How old is she?
84.
Okay, can't pick her.
Yeah, well, I know. I have a friend who's like, man, I could have gotten the money when she had it.
Yeah.
She gave all the money away. So whoever this guy is.
She gave actual money away?
Yeah.
How much?
Like lots. Like she can't even freaking.
Where does she live?
She's in Kansas.
Like on your mom. Oh, your mom's in Kansas. In like a.
No, she has an apartment and.
Your mom lives in an apartment in Kansas by herself?
She grew up there. So.
Oh, do you ever go there?
I have.
Where is it in Kansas?
It's Independence. It's south.
I know where it is.
Kansas.
Yeah.
Who's she rooting for in the Super Bowl?
The Chiefs. You know why? Because she is a Taylor Swift fan. Ugh.
She is?
Yes, she loves.
Is that okay, Justin?
Of course.
So it's okay to root for a team because you like a singer.
Yes,
but you can't root for the fucking Bills. You're so stupid. You're such an asshole. You really are a fucking piece of shit. You really are. You're a lump of shit
I'm not
in the
telling
toilet.
Bills fans they can't like the Bills. But I'm saying if you consider yourself a Patriots fan, I think it's weird to root for the Bills.
If you're a fan, all due respect to Mama K, but if you're, like you can't root for a team because you like a singer.
Well, it's worse
That's
because
nuts.
she used to be a
Well,
Patriot.
no shit, it's a free country. You can root for the Bills too.
Yeah, sure. You can root for the Bills. I can also say that as a Patriot.
Oh, is my man card going to be revoked, Justin?
I mean, really.
It's the worst because she was a Patriots fan, and then she hated that they got rid of him, even though
With Tom Brady.
Yeah, so
like Mick.
So she did the Mick thing, and she was a Tampa Bay fan for
Sure.
a couple years. And then she's always hated the Chiefs because she lives out there and she was a Patriots fan. But all of a sudden, she got into this Jason Kelce, Taylor Swift romance.
Travis Kelce.
Travis,
I think.
sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Does
Didn't
she like
Kelce's.
Does she like her music or
No, she likes their
the
story,
romance?
Their
She's
romance.
being swept away by
She's-
it.
Yeah, just
Oh,
like
that's
the
nice.
Nigerian swept her
Yeah,
away.
boy, she seems like she's vulnerable.
Easily dazzled.
Yeah, God.
Now she thinks Elon Musk is sweeping her away.
Could be.
Well, yeah, maybe the joke's on us. Turn on, we'll see.
He's got like 90 kids. I don't know. Maybe he wants to settle down with somebody who can't get knocked up.
I would think more people would be
No money
critical of
either.
that relationship. Like they are really profiting off that.
Her mom and
Mama
Elon?
hated Elon Musk.
Like just everybody. Like
No
they
one's
just signed
profiting
$100
off
million
Travis
deal.
Kelce and
yeah, like
Taylor
they just,
Swift?
it's
Who
a
cares?
year after a relationship. The mothers in fucking
They're not going to
Lifetime
last.
movies.
It's going to be done.
It's weird that they get no pushback aside from predictable like
From who?
douchebags.
Who's like to
Just
put?
in general, like how every woman is
She
all.
seems like a lovely woman. She donates all this money to charity and stuff.
Yeah.
And to the, I saw she writing $100,000 checks
To
to,
the fire stuff,
Well,
yeah.
and to the people who were on her last tour.
Oh right, she did do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm not. Her music's not for me, but yeah,
That's because you haven't heard it live.
I will never hear.
I just don't like
If
her
you heard
new
it live,
stuff.
it would change.
I'm not going to go see a Taylor Swift concert.
She's gonna be a Rhode Island resident full time soon.
Is that right?
Yeah, she's a
That's what she
she's
said.
a roadie. Come to do the live show.
This is one of the worst Me Too stories of all time, though. Did you say we
what
grabbed
was
her
hers?
butt or something?
It was a
Oh, the radio host.
Yeah, no, it's like Liz Warren's. That guy ran around the desk to get her.
She sued him. She sued him for like $13 just to make a point.
Hell yeah, Queen. Yes. Yeah. So there you go.
Mike and Justin both want to talk about that. Your favorite movie of the year that they both saw this weekend.
Oh, what do you think, Justin?
There was one scene where I was surprised you didn't shut it off.
What's that?
There's a scene where they just talk about feet for like 2 minutes.
There's some of that stuff. Yes. Yes. Yeah. You didn't like the movie?
It was good. It was good. I'll never watch it again. But
What'd you think, Mike?
I liked it a lot.
Good.
It's the kind of movie they don't make anymore.
Correct.
Just two awkward guys that have a weird relationship.
Correct.
What's the movie?
A Real Pain.
Oh,
And it's a
Real
kind of movie that does things that the normal Hollywood movie doesn't do things a normal Hollywood movie would do. Like, for example, like a normal Hollywood movie, like there'd be a scene where Eisenberg walks in and Kieran Culkin is like screwing around with the older lady,
Right,
Jennifer
right.
Grey. Or, when they go to the house eventually, to the grandparents' house, the grandma's house, there's an old guy there. Like in Hollywood, he had been like her
He
ex.
taught them a lesson.
Or he'd been like, he would loved her for a while.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
at the end, he would have come back with him. He wouldn't have stayed at the airport.
I was actually, because I was like, I'm surprised Kirk likes a movie like this because it seemed like it was leading to a schmaltzy ending and it just didn't.
Did not.
There's
That's what I
no
liked about it.
resolution.
It's like an
or-
hour and a half. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it's not, I know there's no hedgehog running through with incredible speeds, Justin. Some of us would have been better. Would it have been better if Sonic was in it?
absolutely.
If Sonic was on the tour as one of the guys, that'd be better.
Absolutely.
Sonic would have done that tour in 2 seconds, though.
Yeah.
The Holocaust tour?
Yeah, he wouldn't have enjoyed it. Like, he would have just blown right through it.
He still enjoys things just because he does them fast.
But you got to take time to let it marinate, I think.
Not when you're Sonic.
Would have been better if Chewbacca was in it on the tour.
Just Chewbacca going through the gas.
Who's your
chambers.
favorite Star Wars character?
My favorite Star Wars character.
And don't give me like a bit from like a book or one of the
Jar Jar
like
Binks.
I'm saying like a main.
It probably
character.
is Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah,
doesn't
Jar
it?
No,
Jar
it's not,
Binks.
it's not Jar Jar Binks. I do like Jar Jar Binks though.
Yeah, we all do. You and Peter Minihane.
Favorite character? Probably I like Qui-Gon a lot.
So if Qui-Gon was in it, not Liam Neeson, but Qui-Gon Jinn was in it,
Yes.
you would like it better.
Yes.
Who would you have put him in as? The tour guide?
Just another.
Just a guy on the tour, like a lonely, like old Jedi who's just on the tour.
Just like the one guy that hated Kieran Culkin. He could have been him.
Yes. Yeah. Huh, okay. All right, there you go. Do you think it was weird that they slept over, like Anakin's like house in the first movie? Where he's like, "Good morning," like go downstairs. Like, where did they sleep?
In their house.
They're like a guest. These men had no money though. They were very
They were
broke.
slaves.
They had a guest bedroom.
They were slaves. I don't know. It says a lot about slavery in Tatooine.
I guess. Yeah.
Maybe water wasn't that bad.
You're right, Dave. Justin did have a lot to say about the movie.
When Dave, I was like, I don't think either of us expressed that.
Justin did.
What did I? It was.
Did you go with your grandmother to see it?
No, I watched it on Hulu.
You watched it on Hulu. Who'd you see it by yourself?
I just watched it by myself. I watched it Thursday.
You didn't like it.
It was good. I'll just never watch it again. I mean,
Yeah.
it kind of hit. I mean, I can understand a guy being sad and trying to kill himself because his grandmother died. I guess.
Sure, that's true. That's
I
thought
get
maybe
it.
I'm surprised you didn't relate to it.
Right.
I get that. And then he had his wacky bits going on. I was like,
That's true. It was a little. You had a little bit of you going there. I would have if Eisenberg and Culkin had a big argument on the roof. You know, on the roof there, they both pulled out lightsabers. And they had like a huge lightsaber fight.
That would have been sick.
That would have been awesome.
They really did. Like you said, he's probably going to win the Oscar.
Yeah.
He really made you feel what an annoying guy. Like,
Oh.
I could picture being around that guy.
Oh, I mean, I guess I'm a big Succession fan. I guess it's not dissimilar to his performance on that show.
Similar.
Yeah.
He's more like unaware of how annoying he's being in this. But
he's a really annoying guy in the movie, though. It's uncomfortable, which I like.
Yeah.
Yes. Saw a movie in the same theater with Klemmer. Klemmer was in the theater when I saw it in New York.
Just a coincidence.
It's an interesting. Yeah.
Well, we were gonna go see it together, but he was already sitting with Ken Jack, and I was like, I'm gonna sit with you guys. So I sat by myself. Yeah. Which is the best way to see him.
Oh, absolutely.
Not even close.
Or
What
with
else?
Or with your grandmother.
Or your grandmother.
Or with your grandmother.
That's true. What else, Dave?
I think everything's Trump and TikTok and fascist related, unfortunately.
No,
Fascist
that is
related.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Fascists are out there. You guys have anything else? Mama K, Mike? Other than blindmike.net. I'm sorry, blindmike.net, of course.
Thank you.
Blind Mike project going on. What's going on there? You guys were up yesterday. I saw on
We were
YouTube.
live yesterday. No live episode next week. But
No next week. How come?
I'll be in Florida.
What are you doing? Hang out with Kevin and your mom?
No, visiting friends, visiting other people.
You will not see your mother while you're there.
No, it's a little far away.
Okay.
Where we're going?
It's interesting.
Where in Florida are you going?
Tampa area.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. Dave's a big fan of the Tampa area.
I've always wanted to go.
Nice.
Want to come?
We all,
I want
Dave,
to go to Hogan's store.
You can come
there.
down with us.
Dave, we all have dreams to go to Tampa.
I want to go see the Hulk Hogan bar and store area. Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll check that out.
That's where Mike's going.
Yeah.
I would imagine. You have the Real American people. Boy, they booed
Can you
the
live
shit
stream it for him?
Let me tell you something, brother.
They booed the shit out of Hogan the other night.
It
Jesus.
is great. It's great to see.
Yes. See, what's going on? Blindmike.net. Yeah. So, why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing? The downfall of Jimmy Kimmel is already up for members, and it'll be out this week for everyone else. And the following episode will be the history of the Joe Rogan Experience.
There you go. Go subscribe. You're gonna say something, Mama K?
I was going to say, just finishing up The Crown, which I know you watched. Is it not bananas that Dominic West is playing Charles? I feel like it's like the biggest glow up of any character.
Yeah.
I had a hard time. Like the early guys were good in the earlier season, but that was tough. That was a tough casting.
Diana looks just like her.
Diana was great.
Yeah.
But I just felt like, they took.
He's very stiff too. He plays him very stiff.
Yeah, he's a fairly good-looking actor.
Yeah.
And, Charles is not a good-looking guy at all.
Sad that when he when he gets to get engaged to Camilla, he's like, Mommy's letting us get engaged. It's like so sad. It's like, what's wrong with you?
The Doty guy was a glow-up, too. I mean, he wasn't great, but Doty was not a good-looking guy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was. Are they going to do? They're done now.
I don't know. They should follow up with a Meghan Markle.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's like the biggest one of them all. I think.
I want to see him get kicked out of the family.
Yeah. Did you watch the Crown, Dave?
No.
You didn't watch it. That
No.
feels like that'd be your kind of
I
thing.
think my
no?
wife did, but I didn't get involved. No.
Is Kate Middleton alive?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Didn't she just say she's in remission?
Just went away.
Someone said she was in remission.
It's a fake.
Something's
it's a
in remission.
fake.
Has she been seen? Like, what's going on?
She's
taking care of her family. Leave her alone. She's not like that other cunt who has to go to the wildfires just to get photo
Take
ops.
it easy, Dave.
What? Who's
Meghan
the
Markle's
woman?
with you.
Who's the woman who termed them disaster tourists? That's what she is.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
Meghan Markle is.
that was terrible. Like
What's that?
When they did the tour of the fires, Markle and Prince Harry.
Why is it so bad that they're there?
Well, they had the
Because they're the one. Because they are
cameras.
the ones doing it for that reason alone.
Yeah.
The other ones, there's no reason to give shit to Jennifer Garners of the world and people like that.
No one would. Yeah, it's true.
Well,
they were-
you can just give money too, and you cannot invite.
Maybe people want to see them though. I don't know.
I don't know.
I wouldn't want to, but
Nobody wants to see Meghan Markle.
Everything's burning down.
Prince
People are
Harry,
losing
no.
their house.
Did Vanity Fair just write, or is that Vanity Fair overseas? They just wrote a huge article on them taking them down, kind of.
How happy how quickly when they get divorced will they let Harry back in though?
Very quickly.
Like all is forgiven.
No, he's
we're
being
good?
manipulated. He's the victim.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
But
she's a narcissist and she's controlling his brain.
He's the pussy whipped loser.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Does
it's also
feel
it's a
that
mental
way.
health thing. Let's not make a complete joke out of it.
You just called her a cunt.
Well, I'm saying from Harry's perspective. No, from Harry's
let's not make a
perspective.
Okay.
Dave just calls everything.
What was the joke, Dave? I didn't miss a joke. What was the joke there?
didn't have a joke. I don't
You
think.
said let's not make a joke of it. I said he's pussy whipped. You said yeah.
Yeah, but pussy whipped. I'm saying it's like it's an actual mental issue. It's
being pussy whipped.
Well, in this fashion, she is a narcissist controlling all of his actions and thoughts and everything like that.
Dave would
what
know
else would
this,
that? I would
by
think
the
so.
way. Dave would know this.
Right.
I think.
Calling Dave an abusive person?
No, I'm not abusive.
I was never a big Meghan Markle fan anyway.
He might.
She sucks.
I guess. I don't really know. I mean, who knows anyway.
The idea of a doctor delivering like this man is severely pussy whipped.
There is some,
There's
you don't
no
think there's
returning from this.
8, maybe 10 months.
You don't think there's anything to that?
Are there
We're like-
stages to that?
What about people who get in relationships and then they like alienate their
I think
entire
you're
family?
really letting some of your stuff out.
No, I'm just saying that's like a thing.
I feel like you're yelling. No one's arguing.
That's
with
a
you.
real thing. So that's
just
why-
relax. No one's arguing. with you.
I've said that all along. That Harry is being controlled.
It's
that's
a
all.
very serious illness. Yes.
And he alienated his family.
But I think
yes.
that's different.
And he will die of it. Yes. Almost certainly.
He won't die. No, but it is a thing.
But
They just find whips all over his body. just pussy marks.
But isn't pussy whipped? That's not as serious. You're talking about like emotional manipulation, like
yes.
real abuse.
And that's why I said don't make a joke of it, calling it pussy.
Right,
He's the
facing
classic.
emotional
He's the
abuse.
classic. He's the ultimate example of
Make a joke of it.
I'm going to be very serious about this because it's a serious topic. He is the classic, like the all-time second child.
Oh, sure.
Like your fucking brother's the king.
Yep.
Your father is going to be the king. Your grandmother's the queen.
But he's the youngest, though, isn't he? Like, isn't
but
that
that doesn't-
usually the spoiled?
No,
Like it's not
there.
royal. Not
Even
royal
the title of his
family.
book is
Spared or whatever.
Yeah, he's a spare. He's the one just in case. Like he's literally born just in case William dies.
That is crazy.
Like that's why like they had to have another kid. It had to be a boy. That's what they wanted.
Yep.
So like I guess then some girl comes along and then
Fucks with his head.
Yeah.
Now he has no more friends. No more family.
Yep.
Right? That's all I'm saying.
But pussy
You
whipped.
should write this.
Usually,
I've never seen Dave so serious about any topic in his life.
I think
Well, I don't
it's
like
touching a
Meghan Markle.
nerve. I think
No, it's not.
touching-
But I'm just
I think
wondering.
it's
I've always thought that about him. Everybody always said he was a great guy.
Kate loved him.
Right.
They were always joking around.
There you go.
What happened to Kate's sister? I liked her.
Pippa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She all right? She okay? She alive?
She might
Anybody
She
alive?
might be married. I don't know.
She was a
They're all
wild
dead.
card, wasn't she?
Yeah. Wasn't she like a big deal at one of the weddings? She
Yes.
was
Yeah,
shaking
when
her,
she showed
shaking her
up.
She was
tuchus.
like
Yeah.
the queen's sister there, Margaret. A
Yes.
little bit of that
Little
going
wild
on.
child?
Little wild child.
Yeah. Okay. So, but they will welcome Harry back. You're saying
Oh, definitely.
right away.
Right away.
Will he move back? He's
But
got
this
kids.
is the problem with situations like this.
Well, the problem
He
is
has to realize it. He has to realize what has been done to him, and he needs to come forward and take ownership of that.
Dave is in on this.
Maybe he's really close to his mother-in-law, and his mom calls in and celebrates her death.
And he can't feed his children anything. He doesn't know how to feed his children.
what happens if he gets divorced? She's in Malibu. He's in England. He can't move. That's a million miles away.
That's true.
Seems like a good dad.
He does seem like a good dad. He just seems like an overall good person, I believe.
How do we know?
Why does he seem like a good dad?
I don't know that. But he seems like
How do we know?
it and looks it.
I'm saying the image. He seems like a genuinely
I
nice
think
guy.
that's
I mean,
portrayed
Invictus
on
Games?
purpose.
Come on.
The guy did fight in wars. And it's like legitimately like I'm like his brother and his dad. Like he was like fighting in wars.
No,
I'll give him that.
He should have way more
He
confidence.
was definitely
never
the
should have
cu-
let a woman
he was the
control him
cuter
like
of
that.
And his hair too. He's got to
Yeah,
be something about the hair.
Yeah, but he's like he's better looking than his brother.
His brother looks like a penis now. Too.
And he was like single. So he was like kind of an alpha for a while.
Harry
Why-
laughs every time. He was with me the other day, and Klemmer's text came up, and is penis head still? He loves that. He loves that.
So does it say it in the car like text from?
Yeah,
Penis?
it's a text from penis head. Yeah, so it's like, yeah,
That's fun.
Klemmer loved a real pain, Justin.
Oh, he did.
He did, yeah, he did.
It was a good movie. It was an artsy fartsy movie.
It is true about Klemmer. It was one of his bits is he didn't do it that day, but when he's by himself, he does sit in the front row of a movie theater.
Oh,
Which is just a weird. I know you think
Doesn't that hurt your neck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff has told the story that he and Feidelberg were at Oppenheimer opening night, and they didn't know he was going to be there, and they just saw like a figure rise from the front after the movie. It was Klemmer.
A gaunt figure.
Front row of
cannot-
Oppenheimer.
You can't mistake that
No.
outline either.
So you can see the Brutalist, and it's 4 hours.
I'm gonna say though, I get why you're saying artsy fartsy, but it's about as lack of that as it could be.
What's that?
It's not like
What are we talking about? I'm sorry.
A Real Pain.
Oh, not at all.
It's not like a snobby film.
No, I don't think so at all. It feels very natural. Eisenberg wrote the script. It feels like super, almost improvisational, the two of them.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it probably is. They did a good job directing it. It's not like not a cheap movie either. It's a lot of it's
No,
on
and you feel like
location.
you know both those kind of guys.
Yeah, and the people I love that scene in the where he winds up playing the piano at the end and
Oh yeah,
At the
At
dinner.
the restaurant thing. Yeah.
No, I guess that was my only problem with the movie. Is like Jesse Eisenberg would be worried he's going to be right behind him at some. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, in the normal
he's
movie,
talking a lot.
That's why I like it. In a normal movie, he would though.
Yeah.
That's why I like it. Normal movie, he'd be like, oh. And
Yeah,
then-
yeah,
But
yeah.
now he's, Did you like Jennifer Grey in it, Justin?
Yeah, she's in it for like 5 minutes.
She's in it a lot.
Yeah, but she doesn't.
Why are you angry about
She doesn't have like a big impact. She was fine.
He's a fan.
She's in it
He's
for
a fan.
5 minutes. What are you talking about? She's fine. You know what I'm talking about, Mike?
Is that Marsha?
Like the older woman.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I was in it. She was only in it for 5 minutes.
No, she was. I mean,
She's like most of the movie.
she might be the
Third
lead.
Yeah, her. I guess maybe Will Sharp, who's the tour guy. But no. What did you like about it?
I mean, it's just not my kind of movie. There's no action. There's no.
Yeah, he's a simple boy.
Action.
There's no.
He's a simple boy.
You should like better. I'm not telling you, but I'm surprised you don't like better movies. Not
I'm
better.
surprised you don't
Not
like that
better.
one because I could
Not
see you
better.
relating to that.
Yeah, not better because I don't. That's what I mean. Like I don't. If you like the Avengers, that's fantastic. But I'm just saying I don't.
I do like some deeper movies.
Like what?
Perks,
Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's a
Okay.
good movie.
Uh-huh.
Why is that funny?
Nothing. Go ahead. What other deep ones you like, Justin? Bumblebee?
No, I didn't like Bumblebee too much.
I actually like Bumblebee.
Yeah, it was fine.
Haley Steinfeld. She's a
What
good
a
one.
switch.
She's in it.
He goes,
Yeah,
I didn't
loved
like it. You go, I like it. He goes, yeah.
I loved it. I mean, like, The Empire Strikes Back is a deep movie, honestly.
Yeah, I
It
would
deals
agree.
with a bunch of stuff.
It's a great movie.
Great movie. But I'm saying, like...
What do I like more than The Empire Strikes Back?
I don't know.
The prequels.
Jeez.
You idiot. I forgot about that. Disgusting.
So do you like I've never known this about you, but do you like Fast and Furious and shit like that?
Not really.
No.
Because I didn't like.
I'm not a huge fan of that
First one I
franchise
saw
either.
was 7. I didn't.
I'm just thinking like what action movies?
Like the Bourne movies.
Okay.
Those are good.
All right.
It's really good.
Independence Day.
It's fine.
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Perks of Being what? You don't like Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Is that Paul Rudd?
Never heard of it.
It's Emma Watson, right?
Emma Watson's in it. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you like her.
I do. Yeah, she's very attractive.
What did you like her best?
The
then?
early films.
I feel like I know which films you like the best.
Well, it was. Well, can I?
I mean, it's
say
just
that-
unbelievable, Dave. No, it's
Can
just
I grew up. I was always the same age as she was in the movies.
Yeah,
do
then
a
you got
lot
older,
better.
and same age in the Harry Potter movies.
She could do a
Now
lot
it's just
better
oh,
than
she's
Ron
looking
Weasley.
mighty fine in Chamber of Secrets.
You gave me a. You gave a. On, I think it was EEI. You used to talk about the movie Boyhood.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, it was your talking about it.
John and Jerry hated it.
that I watched it.
Yeah, did
and
you like
I
it?
loved it.
It's great.
I own it. I
It's a
actually
great
have
movie.
the DVD.
Great director, great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing the same
Great
similar
movie.
thing right now.
Yeah.
He's doing like a 15-year.
Filming like over
just
the
started.
Years.
Yeah, yeah.
What
great
is it
filmmaker.
about? What is it?
I don't. They're not saying, but yeah, that's a great movie. Justin
Yeah.
wouldn't like it.
No.
Or is it Boyhood? Is that
Yeah.
the one that's filmed like throughout
Yeah.
His
the
whole
like,
life.
20 years or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably not.
yeah, but no pointers are like a Sarlacc pit. Is that what it's called?
It is called the Starlight. What's like a movie you think I would like? I like Fincher movies. I
Boy,
like,
it would be great if Boba Fett was in it. He showed up.
that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be good if Boba Fett was in. How about like Schindler's List? If Boba Fett came in, like
Schindler's
killed a
List
couple
good,
of.
Schindler's List, good movie.
Schindler's List is a good movie. You're right.
Oh, okay.
Good
Yeah.
movie.
It is a good
Yeah.
movie.
Mark wanted me to see The Brutalist with him. He saw it this past weekend
Where Providence?
in Boston.
Oh, 70 on the. It's 4 hours with an intermission. You didn't go?
Fuck that. It's about a guy like it's called The Brutalist because he does like brutalism architecture.
What if but it's supposed to be a great movie? I'm dying to see it. Like I'm gonna try and see it this week.
I just have no interest in it.
What if it was? Okay. Well, you don't like movies. You're not a movie guy.
He sees a lot of movies.
I like
What's your favorite movies other than Star Wars, though? Remove Star Wars.
Lord of the Rings by far. By far, it's the greatest trilogy ever.
I enjoy
This
it.
movie is for
Greatest. You like that more than
Mose.
Yes, I do.
more than Star Wars?
I do. Yeah.
Really?
I think it's.
I've never known that.
I don't think the world building is as great.
That's a damning statement on you. That's a horrible thing to say.
I think the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
I
is
couldn't
the most
last
perfect thing.
40 seconds watching the Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
I
that's-
hate them. I hate that stupid bald guy. They're all
The stupid ball.
precious.
Gollum.
That
Gollum.
idiot. They're all jumping around in
Schmeagol.
beds together.
There's
Yeah.
one scene.
They're all like short, like purple. They look stupid.
Hobbits are short.
Ian
yes.
McKellen's like 90 feet tall.
There
Like,
are a
it's
lot
just-
of fat,
a wizard.
hairy feet in
yes,
that movie.
ton. Yes, Sean Astin, who I like, but still,
He's good. He's good in that.
I know. 40th anniversary screening
Rudy.
of Goonies is tonight.
I like Rudy.
Playing all over. Rudy's a good movie.
Rudy's a
It's
good
great
movie.
movie. Yeah, Justin hasn't seen it.
I have seen it.
You have?
Yes.
Yeah, too bad Gollum's not in it.
Got to watch it
What?
before tonight.
Rudy.
What was
we
that?
said.
Rudy.
Oh,
You go inside.
That's Goonies. Goonies. You got the Goonies. That's Goonies. We were saying Goonies.
oh,
yeah.
oh.
Both Sean Astin film.
And I've seen Rudy too. That's a good.
You like Rudy?
Yeah, Rudy's good.
Big Notre Dame game tonight.
Big Notre Dame game tonight.
Yeah.
Yes. They gonna win, Justin?
I kind of hate both franchises. So both
Mm. Here we go.
Franchises. Does Notre Dame not have enough tradition for you, Justin? What would you like? Yeah.
The Ohio.
Would you say
State.
Notre Dame has the most tradition of any college football team?
Yes.
I would agree.
Maybe.
I think Army
Yeah, I
or
was gonna
Navy
say
is the
Army,
only
Navy,
schools that
maybe.
could even
Yeah.
be in the conversation. I think Notre Dame is going to win tonight. They're going to win the national championship.
It's about time.
Which made my dad happy.
Recent history, Alabama, I would say.
Yeah, I put Alabama there. True. They're definitely up there as well.
Did you have any ties to Notre
Roll
Dame? Or just
Tide,
Catholic?
baby.
No, he grew up. If you grew
Irish.
up here, it was Notre Dame. Way more. Like BC just never landed. They never had a.
I remember watching a big BC Notre Dame game that
Sure.
they won. That
BC
was-
beat Notre Dame and they were number one. Yeah.
that
in
was huge.
'93.
I was living in New York City. I remember watching that game, and I was not a big college football.
It was a great game.
What's the line on that
41-30, I think. Oh, I have no idea. Is it Ohio State by?
I don't know.
Why are you making the face like Justin?
Just maybe it might be a good time for something. I don't know. I just don't know what the line is. I don't know where we could look it up. I don't know.
Are you trying to get me to do an ad?
Subtle.
Yeah.
It's -8.5.
I don't know where the line is.
Well, if you're inside your home, you'll be safe knowing the line is Simpli Safe, Dave. Simpli Safe. Is that what you wanted?
That's perfect.
SimpliSafe.com, SimpliSafe.com/Kirk to claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and start your first month free. This is the month of trying to break into Bubba's home because he has Simpli Safe, right, Justin?
That's right. Come on over. Come on over. Mansfield, Massachusetts. Let's go.
The 4-mile tour. SimpliSafe.com. Again, 50% off your new system, professional monitoring, and your first month free. Start your year with a greater peace of mind. SimpliSafe.com, SimPli Safe.com/Kirk. 50% off a new system. There's no safe like Simpli Safe. Anything else going on with you, Mama Kay?
I had a question about Survivor, actually. It came up on the Mike and the Minifans, but I was thinking this too. You guys knew who won, even though it wasn't revealed.
We
just
didn't. We
from
knew without
talking.
knowing.
Yeah,
it was in the air.
It was people talking and telling each other.
We had a
kind
pretty
of-
good idea.
Yeah. Did you hear that Mick thought Rhea's crying was all an act?
I did hear him say that. I don't
I'd
be surprised,
with
'cause she
him.
doesn't look good.
It also doesn't.
I don't.
We
think
didn't
so.
know that. We didn't know she did that before we voted.
Yeah.
Like we never. Once you got out, the only thing you saw was the vote,
Tribal.
the tribal. So
Right. And it's not a good look for her.
right, I didn't see. I
He
just
thought
didn't
it was
see.
like a manipulated thing, so she
I don't
would
know-
get votes. I was like, no.
But we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Like if we had voted after watching it, but I never saw that. So I mean,
Would you have changed your vote after
because she-
watching it?
No, well, I care if she cried. Doesn't matter. It's like it's
No,
like
no,
it's
not
annoying.
from that,
but
just
like,
from the entire game.
I think it actually bolstered Rhea's game. Like I voted for her just because she hated Dan. Like I didn't care about anything else. But then I watched her play. She played.
She played great.
She played a dirty game, which is good, and then she owned it. So I
But
don't.
she lost me. I mean,
Why?
they're crying. It
I know,
was-
but you can't. I understand that it's annoying as a viewer, but I can't not vote for her because
I
she
know.
cried during the game.
But it was also a crazy
But you voted for
thing.
just
Like
because
she made it
hated
seem
Dan.
like Will.
True.
So,
I agree, but that's also not playing the game badly. That's just misreading a text.
Right.
But Dave really should have won. I feel.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I think either one of those two are perfectly. Dave's still mad. He was texting about it. He's still worked up.
He would have given the money to Chickenfry, right?
Maybe.
That would have been very funny.
Unbelievable. I mean, you could definitely make a case for Dave. You could definitely make a case for Rhea. Anybody else in the final five, I could not make a case for Mubi.
That's one.
What's that?
Mincy and Rico.
Yeah, could not make a case for Rico, and I could not make a case for
Make a case for Megan.
Megan. Could not do
2
it.
votes.
I saw people still saying they vote for Megan. Guys,
She made a lot of
put your
bad
dick in
decisions.
your pants, okay?
Is it
Perverts.
is it ever thrown out like when you guys are pissed at how like the whole game? Is it ever thrown out like, hey, it'd be funny if we all voted for Moobs? Because that's all I was thinking.
Well, she wasn't in it, but
that'd
yeah.
be the
Oh, she was the final
funniest.
three. Yeah.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, I don't want to give her $250,000 either.
Yeah, did you guys talk about things like that being just that?
Everyone was voting for Dave heading in there. I think it was like whatever 8-3 Dave, whatever the number was, Dave heading in there. And that speech, I think, turned a lot of people, which again, she was manipulating. It was a great play.
But nobody in the house ever was like, okay, obviously Dave can't win the money. Rhea
That was never said.
Rhea has a very successful brand, so
Never
she's making
said.
a lot of money. Blah,
Well,
blah, blah.
Kelly said it when she came in.
What?
I know that was at the end, but they have her being like, Well, Rhea brought Dave because we all know like he can't win.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, I don't.
That was
get
never
that.
discussed among the guys.
Why
The
is he in the
guys
game,
who nobody ever said to me, I can't. People were like, I can't vote for Dave like Whitney because I physically can't do it because they don't like. They're worked up with Dave. But I went in. I've said this. Like, I don't care. Like, that's not. It's stupid to vote for somebody because they have money or don't have money. That was like Che's play last year. I hate that. And Rico was kind of playing that game. It's like no.
Well, if someone like one of the females were thinking that, they should have hitched their wagon to you, like Kelly and
Right.
Megan, and done what Rhea did with Dave, and then had you be like the front guy, follow and never vote you out, and have.
But if I got in the final three with like a Kelly and Megan, I would have won.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Because I carried that. Like, you have to make a move. Like that's that's what I told Rico. Because Rico's still mopey about. I'm like, you didn't make a single move. You don't get handed stuff. Like you can't. He did keys, but like it's up what you got to do something. And Kelly didn't do anything. Yeah. You know, Rhea made moves and Dave made moves of those three.
I agree, but if that was their thinking, then they should have followed that thinking with
Kelly
you.
was thinking, you know, I get along great with Kelly now, but her thinking was like not to upset Rhea.
Yeah, well,
Like, you're not winning that way. Like, you know, you're just gonna have to hang out for a week and then get killed.
Did you?
That would have been great to see you win, just based on the reaction.
I would have loved it.
How mad people would have been.
The yak fans would not be happy right now.
There was a path. There was a path if I could get through that. But you know, a lot would have had to happen.
I would have liked to have seen the celebration. That was also a thing, though, that I agreed with the point they made. Having the reveal when everybody, I think Rhea knew she won.
She definitely knew she won.
Like,
I think. Yeah.
having that not, like if they did that immediately.
It should be right after.
Right after, so you can get the real reaction. Because I think.
Well, I don't think there should be a reunion show. I feel like the balloons pop both times. I know they're doing, huh?
I would agree.
I mean, I get they get a lot of views, but like it's not even. It wasn't even its own thing, right?
No, it was directly after the episode.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah.
Think of if you won and you had 6 months, first of all, to not tell anybody, but you also your reaction if you found out right there, like you.
It would have been hard for me to do the show if I had won.
Right.
I probably wouldn't have done the show. Like I was sick or something because it would have been tough to hold that.
And
one
then
in.
we would know.
Yeah, that's true too. I really, man, I thought I won that morning when I got that idol. I was like, boy, if I can just get through this next one, but
That was
a tough game. I'll be back.
That was anticlimactic.
I'll be back.
Idol.
I can officially say I have been asked and I will return to Surviving Barstool.
They're already doing it?
They haven't asked me yet, but I'm getting it out there. Yeah.
Did you ever use those Reeboks? I'm asking because I run in Reeboks.
Yes, I wear them. I still wore them. I wore them for another month or two. They're good.
They're not
I was
bad.
surprised. Yeah, I was nervous, but they're good. No, they're very good.
Yeah, they're one of the two brands I got fitted for them. I didn't think Reeboks had good running sneakers, but they do.
I'm wearing my other Reeboks still now, the ones that I wore at the thing. So there you go.
Endorsed by Mama K.
Yeah.
There you go. What else, Justin?
I got nothing.
Nothing. What are you doing the rest of the day? Did you
well,
shovel today or no?
Yeah, shoveled out the driveway.
Yeah, you and Bonner or just you?
Just me, because I get up so early.
You can't get up. You can't get up and shovel with you.
His brother's throwing snowballs at him
As he's taunting him. Just have his tongue stuck to
pussy.
his tongue stuck to the pole. He can wake up. He's an adult. He can fucking shovel too.
Yeah, but
How big's the driveway?
It's a normal sized driveway. It's not, nothing too crazy.
Easy shoveling today though.
Yeah, it was light snow.
Doing shoveling,
Jinx
Dave,
him
or
a
no?
kiss.
No.
What do you mean no?
I didn't do any shoveling.
Why?
It's kids.
I didn't. I got out the door.
Got the old battle axe out there.
No plow or anything? You just did.
I'm assuming I'm assuming somebody came and plowed my
shovel out
driveway.
the walkway or something.
Yeah, but I left so early. I didn't want to wake anybody up.
So you're gonna let them shovel for you?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna shovel hopefully when I get home.
You're hoping it's gone when you get home.
I hope so. But I mean, but I will.
I don't hate shoveling.
I like shoveling.
It's like a East Coast thing, you know.
Your kids are old enough to shovel now, aren't they?
Not really.
Them out there.
No.
How old is
7 is the oldest? Not
You
really.
could bring him out to do that.
Her, maybe.
How old's a kid? The boy, the one who should
5.
shovel the man. 5.
Yeah.
Bring him out. Some fucking hair in his chest. He's not gonna. Was he allergic to snow too?
No, he's not. No.
I mean, let the kid live a little bit.
Okay.
Get him out there.
Okay.
No.
Well, I'm
Shoveling
on
like
board.
a little cocoa
Just-
with marshmallows.
Just
out
get them out there.
Can you even have the
anyway.
cocoa with marshmallows or no?
Yeah, he eats Cocoa Pebbles. So.
Oh, he does.
Yes.
Harry still loves cocoa. Cocoa Pebbles are the best cereal.
Yeah, it is.
That actually is the best cereal, I think, Justin.
Yeah, I like Fruity Pebbles.
Oh yeah, I never liked them really.
Those are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is
Too busy. It's too busy. Too busy. No. All right. So Wednesday is we'll do DraftKings Dave. Don't worry. Wednesday is Steve. You're live. Mike and who? Beanbag Ron.
Yep.
And then Thursday is Steve. You're live to tape guy and Steve Stone. Who's the other guy?
Steve Show.
Steve Show.
Yeah.
Does he do a show? Why is he named that?
That is real.
I thought you said Steve Snell at first.
So did
No,
I.
I did reach out to Snell.
Yeah, not
Hope we
not
get some
available.
dates soon. So, yeah.
So what is it? What's next? Do we know who's in next week?
Let's see. Next week, I got a Pat Ford. I believe Birdman and Kane are also in next week. Yeah.
Wow. Just another week rolls into another week. It's one week closer to death. Okay. All right.
Depressing way of looking at it.
It's true. What do you mean?
It's one more. It's one
Closer to death than you just started the sentence. That's how it goes.
That is true.
It's inevitable.
Well, not necessarily.
What do you mean?
You never know what something you say could increase your lifespan somehow. Butterfly effect.
But you're still closer to dying than you were a second ago, no matter what.
Yes.
Even if you increase your lifespan.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're still closer to.
But what if
death
you
is-
do? I think his point is, what if you do something today that increases your lifespan? You also.
But that was still
Then
18
you're further
seconds
away
ago.
than you were-
Still 18 seconds ago, though.
Right.
It's all better than the alternative.
What's that?
Which would be being dead.
I suppose. I mean,
Big
it's
Jack
over
and
here,
Kathy
Steve
wouldn't.
show guy.
Big Jack and Kathy wouldn't eat the bacon this Sunday because they read a study about bacon and dementia, and they believe that will. Yeah.
Eat the bacon sounds like a phrase, like if you're dying. they ate the bacon.
Jerry
this
eat
Sunday.
the chips. The Jerry thing.
Wouldn't eat the bacon.
Isn't that good now? Is it like keto? Shouldn't they be eating that? No?
That's what I thought.
Bacon is.
What they eat instead?
Trying to think what my mom
So
had.
they made it, but they wouldn't eat it. They're like, you guys can eat it.
Well,
You guys
I gotta eat. My kids gotta eat.
Oh yeah, they ate it and they're
And
get it
then-
away from us.
How much bacon are they making?
Usually a pound and a half, maybe.
It's a good total.
Yeah,
That's a low total in the Trudeau house. I'll tell
But
you
they
that
want
much.
you
Yeah,
to
it's got no chance of.
Oh no, that's what whoever's cooking it.
He's getting run over.
That's actually a good question. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what they ate.
What is the diet they're on now? Is there a thing? Big Jack doesn't give a shit about
No,
this
he didn't
stuff.
say about that. No, he didn't. He was the one who brought that up. I don't
Could be
know
a red
why.
meat guy.
It's very strange.
You have to remember, Big Jack is not what we pictured him.
He is.
He's a
He
dainty
is.
little man.
That's true.
Please, he was chopping wood yesterday. Right
He's a
before the
fork and
storm.
knife with his bacon.
Chopping wood yesterday.
Pinky out.
Yeah, before the storm came, before the weather.
Was it chopped? Why was it chopped?
For the fire?
Because a neighbor 2 houses down took down a big tree and he had to go get that wood.
For what?
That's a man type
Shout
of
out,
thing.
shout out Sebastian.
Build a ladder.
For what? Yeah, for what purpose?
He just always grabs the wood.
How much wood is chopped in the house there?
A lot of chopping of wood.
They use it for fire? Or?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's chopping all this
Shit
wood.
ton of wood. He has a shit ton of wood.
What was the conversation yesterday at lunch? At breakfast, rather.
I was talking a lot of like hockey with about
Remember, Dave
hockey
is the
with my
intellectual
nephews.
lead of this. They all follow
I forgot
you
about
this
that.
day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, we had that conversation.
Talking hockey with your nephew?
About my nephews with my dad.
Was your nephew there?
Bad boys.
No.
You didn't sucker punch anybody at the breakfast. This isn't even known.
No sucker punches.
Not
He did
the
his
Big Jack.
time. He had nothing to do with that Foxborough arrest with those.
I did see
women.
that.
It had nothing to do with that.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. I can't really remember what else we talked
I thought Dave was more passionate about the Breer Volan stuff. That usually tickles his nuts.
The Breer.
Oh,
Oh,
Volan. Yeah, that's just like the
Breer.
kind of thing that would get you worked up.
they're just such pussies. They, for some reason, only talk about they will never give credit to anybody outside of their clique. That's all. I didn't know what else can you make?
That's
of it?
true, I guess.
It's weird to not address it in some vague way, like contrary to earlier reports. You know what I mean? Like to just not acknowledge it happened is weird.
Right.
Like Ben Volan hasn't tweeted about it at all.
I hate that you've basically abolished local media reporters. They have absolutely no weight to them whatsoever anymore. They have no purpose.
None.
They have zero.
Like actually, literally zero.
Yes.
Because they'll tell you that somebody's an injury report or something. You can
Right.
get that anywhere, or they say what somebody said at a press conference.
I tell you, the Patriots got a first down.
What was the
Yeah.
one you quote tweeted Phil Perry? Maybe I just read the timeline wrong,
Yeah.
but it was way after, and he's like, "I'm hearing Robin Glazer is out."
And I like Phil. Phil likes the show. He's messaging me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. He's probably the only one who didn't get a pay cut at NBC Boston. I feel like he's the only one they like.
I don't know about that. I mean, I don't think they cut everybody. But yeah, I know. It's just weird they do that. And every comment is they were getting bludgeoned. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's a weird way to go
Who
through
would
that.
have thought between Mick and you that this show is now the source?
It's true.
Your source for information.
It's
your
true.
source of sports.
Hey, Mick was my
takes.
source. I'm not going to say. Who's to say? NFL playoffs, which I am rolling through right now. Go to DraftKings. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning NFL playoffs. What's your pick this weekend, Justin?
Chiefs. I
Not
can't
the
bet
Bills.
against the Bills.
What's the score going to be?
You are betting against the Bills.
No, I can't bet for the Bills.
Because they're value.
28-10.
Okay. NFC?
NFC, I like the Eagles probably 42-21.
42.
Yeah.
21.
Two
Okay.
blowouts.
Jeez, not a great weekend. That's not a great Super Bowl. Kansas City Eagles, that doesn't do much for me. That
Rematch.
Feels like they played 9 times in the last 2 years.
Right.
I don't like watching. I don't like Jalen Hurts. I don't like watching the Eagles play. I liked watching the Ravens play. I like watching Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
You
Lamar
know?
Jackson.
Yeah.
Did you see that guy who got he lost his job for screaming?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw
Cunt
that.
or something.
Oh, we're
to
doing
the women?
DraftKings read, Mama K.
Sorry.
Dave, Dave, who books these people?
It's a week old, but
she can say it.
We were in an ad read. We talked about it already.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mama K bring up stories from Steve Bartman next.
Oh, jeez.
Score big during the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use my name, KIRK. That's code Kirk. For new customers, $200 in bonus bets instantly. You bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. All right. Mike, anything else from you?
I don't think so.
Okay, Mama K, anything else? Any questions, thoughts, news? No?
I was going to ask you, I know we're trying to get out of here, but I was thinking of your Celtics Joe Mazzulla take, who I do like, but
Stinks right now.
I know they're squandering their lead. What was you went to the games a lot with your dad,
My
right?
dad, sure
Growing
did.
up.
Yeah,
Did you
daddy.
see any big games? Like, did you have any like awesome?
Yeah, I
like
was there
live.
when Bird stole the ball against the Pistons.
Wow,
I was there when they
that'd be
won the
great.
title in '86. Ton of at the game when they shot against Portland in the corner. I was at that game. The crazy game 5, when there's a million degrees in '84. I was at that game. Yeah, some great ones. Yep. Me and my dad. He's dead now. Checked out. Don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. That kind of thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's good.
I've also heard "Don't shit on my head" and expect me to say thank you for the hat,
Ooh,
which is a little wordy, but I like.
That's
it.
a busy one.
Yeah.
I do like that. If you could just cut 2 words out of it.
Yeah.
Better. What's a famous piece of Bill Trudell advice, Justin?
Bill Trudell, Bubba or my dad?
Your dad.
Cut the shit.
Boy, that's a good one.
Straight to the point.
Does he sing that as well, or
No.
Justin's dad's singing, calling it is like an underrated, weird. It's just a weird that happened.
Wild.
Yeah.
Justin tried to prank caller? Justin tried to hang up on him.
That's just a breaking bits for a second, like the real life Justin. That was a weird moment right there.
Cat in the cradle and the silver.
Is that cringe or no?
Oh, it's very cringe.
Let me hear it again, Dave.
The cat in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon. This is Justin's dad.
Like, I would have bet $1 billion that was a parody caller.
Yeah,
Oh, of course.
Like, I would have never. I wouldn't even take any odds against that.
And if it wasn't for Justin's reaction,
Oh,
you would
yeah.
just assume it was a
Yes.
even if he committed
I
it.
just checked my phone. He's like, I'm calling into the show.
What was he calling about? Other than that, of course.
I said on the show the day before that I was debating on going up to Maine with my dad.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
I wanted
the
to
cabin,
watch
right?
famous snubbing.
I wanted to watch the Patriots game.
Right. And he was okay with you staying.
Yes.
Yeah, your dad's a very supportive guy, I think.
Yeah.
As long as you root against the Bills, son. It's my one ask.
Will you be really upset if the Bills win this weekend?
I think he hates the Bills.
No, you. Like, really upset.
I won't be like real. I'm not
he's a
gonna-
guy.
Will you be working on Monday? or
Yeah, I'm not
you'll
gonna
show
call
up?
out.
I don't know. It's emotional.
Fucking Bills.
Sounds like you're upset about it. I don't know.
When the Patriots did
Loser
lose the Super Bowl
franchise.
against the Giants, though, I told my parents I'm not going to school the next day, and they were like, "The fuck you aren't."
Were you, they let you stay up for the Super Bowl? That's nice. You weren't in bed?
Yes, I was allowed to. I was allowed to stay up for the Super
Wow,
Bowl.
that's
yeah.
exciting.
You might get the first quarter.
Game that starts 6:38 usually. A bedtime, Justin. You want to go after the undefeated season or
Yes.
the
I came home and I ripped all the posters off my walls, and I said,
really?
My mom describes it as, I thought the country should be in a day of mourning.
Wait, how old were you in 2007?
I was in 5th grade.
Oh, okay.
January 08. Yeah, you would have been. Yeah. I tried to get the day off from school when my dad took me to the Hagler Leonard fight on closed circuit. That's where they did it. You have a closed circuit television. We was at the Worcester Centrum. And Hagler lost, and I tried to get. I went downstairs that morning. I was all upset, and my mom made me go to. I'm surprised because you could get her, but she made me go to school. I was going. Maybe she'd bang on somebody or something. But
My dad.
well, I don't know. I mean, it's like your mom with the early bedtime, right?
Makes you wonder.
My mom wasn't banging. She wasn't putting me to bed to bang
I get
someone.
a feeling those slashes are for something else, not points Patriots scored.
Slashes.
Whatever she does in those, the red, the Patriots points.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's her body count. No, she's like that.
I
She's like,
slept with 38 guys.
she's like the OnlyFans. She's the 1,000 one. The
Oh God.
That's a tough. Could you do that, Dave? Could you be the 700th in there?
I don't think so.
There was a picture of the 1,000th guy today online.
Oh, great.
He covered his face to here.
He's got like 1,000 glasses on, like it's New Year's Eve.
I saw a video over the weekend of somebody doing like all the math on the 1,000 guys,
right?
And it like literally comes down to like 10 seconds because like the original math that said like 41 seconds each. She's got to fucking take a drink at some point. She's got to walk,
piss or something.
The amount of time a guy has to walk to her from the line.
This is filmed obviously somewhere, right?
Oh yeah, it has to be.
Have you seen it or no?
No.
They just did it for fun.
Not that attractive.
Oh no, it's just on our OnlyFans page. I know I'm
I would
old.
assume so.
Who was it? Was it Jack Mack who was like, the weirdest part about all this is like, he was like, she's so attractive. She's beautiful.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that
usually
was-
porn stars that like, are
like
on
ugly or something?
sleeves and like, yeah.
She's not bad looking, right?
She's shiny.
She's like that thing.
Maybe on the outside, but inside she's fighting demons.
What's her name?
Bonnie
Lauren
Blue.
Phillips, is that it?
Bonnie
No,
Blue is the one.
Lily Phillips.
Lily Phillips.
There's
Fucked
two-
500 guys.
yeah,
and
there's
the new
two of
one,
them.
Bonnie Blue, fucked 1,000.
Oh, okay.
We could use a porn star again. We've always said this, but you know,
Gemma?
obviously, what?
Gemma?
No, I want an adult.
Where's the one that Coleman was supposed to hook you up with?
Another Coleman. That's right. Remember he loved her.
Yeah.
That was a weird John Warren tweet to Brianna Chicken Fry from a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That was like disturbing. Like, you've got fucking issues. Chicken Fry's like 10 when he tweeted that to her.
What did he say?
It was like she got
new tits, and he's like, can't wait to see them.
It's before we even knew him. Like, it's not a joke, right?
This is like,
just a guy
2021.
Yeah, it's like, can't wait to see that. That's like Justin tweet right there.
I said, like, I was tagged in when I did Lauren Compton show. I was tagged in
I
a bunch
forgot
of
about her, yeah.
I was in a bunch of Instagram posts, and the comments were either like, her saggy tits are gross, or like, you are so beautiful
Yes,
and doing
right.
amazing,
Right.
like creepy.
There's nobody in between. I forgot about her.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah. Okay. So we're back Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Okay. We'll talk to you then. Goodbye.